All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys, to episode 40 of the Two Bearded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog being Q.
And with us today is... You just say your name. Yeah. behind the camera, the one and only...
Off-screen Matt.
Make sure you look for Off-Screen Matt's Instagram today so you can, later tonight, early tomorrow, to see his hat from tonight.
Yeah.
You will not want to miss this one.
He's going fancy.
He decided to make us all look bad today, you know?
It's an ode to a Stanley Kubrick film. I figured it's kind of appropriate for the holiday.
I mean, Halloween's coming right up, so we might as well, right?
Right.
But yeah, so we have a good beer lineup today. We have John's brother with us today.
Yeah.
Bob.
I kind of hope that's all he says for the rest of the night.
What do you think about this beer?
Hey, what'd you think
Bob.
of this beer, Bob?
Yeah, you're sort of the shtick now, man.
But we're excited. We all looked at what beers. I have them tucked away in the cooler today, but we looked at the beers ahead of time. Matt, what one are you looking forward to?
There was a stout from the brewery that had maple in it like 4 times. I'm really curious to see how that turns out.
That definitely looks tasty. John, what about you?
Oh, that one. Because I
All
got rid of the
right.
picture.
While John's looking for the picture because he's
sucks.
John, I'll set that out for Bob, just in case he forgot. I'm going to go with the New Holland blend. It's a blend of 2 beers John got at the brewery while he was there, so I'm excited to try it.
I'm going to go with the Brewdog Jet Black Heart Espresso.
And then Bob, what about you?
I'm torn between the espresso and the maple.
Yeah, both of those look tasty. So it'll be fun. We have 8 beers planned. If somehow we fly through, we might add another one, but last week we flew. Hopefully the beers are better at the beginning.
I hope so.
So, we don't have to fly through them.
I was up at New Holland Brewing because we were in Michigan, and I was real excited because I wanted to get something that you can only get there, and they had a peanut butter stout, and I was just like,
Yum.
yeah, we haven't had a great peanut butter one, so let's try it. Paid for the crowler, and 10 minutes later, we're out of it.
It took him 10 minutes to figure that out, though?
The place was really busy, though.
Every time I've ever been in there, it's been
Slammed.
slammed.
They said if you don't have a reservation, you can't eat here this weekend.
Right. We were standing there, and
Oh, wow.
the people in front of us were like, they gave them the number, and they're like, okay, if I don't text you in an hour, then that means I can't get you in.
Right.
That's insane.
Wow.
I've never been in there at one busy. The slowest I've ever seen is we got in there 20 minutes before close just to slam a beer.
Yeah.
And it was still busy. We had to wait in line at the bar to get a drink. And it was 20 minutes till close.
Well, I gave my sad face because I really wanted a peanut butter stout.
Can
Can
the world see that on the internet? How's your sad face?
I don't know if I can recreate such a sad face.
His sad face is the same as...
Yeah,
it's just John's face.
it's just that. And then they said, well, we have the coconut one. I'm just like, well, Matt will love that. And they're like, well, we can do a blend. And when your bartenders at your brewery says they can do a blend, you're like, yes. Because they're going to know what's going to taste well. So it's a blend.
But we hope.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's trying to get you out of there.
Yeah, that's probably true, too.
Don't come back.
This guy's annoying as shit.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good.
Well, our first beer comes from our newest sponsor. He gave this one to us, Indie Craft Brew. They're going to be sponsoring some of our beer. Find him on Instagram. He's going to be helping us out to keep our costs down. So that'll be nice.
Yes, Indie Craft Brew. You can see his logo on there, and go check out his Instagram, his Facebook.
All the good stuff.
Pretty nifty logo, if I might say.
Oh, the new logo is really cool.
It's the same guy who did
18th Street.
the old 18th Street
Yep.
logos.
It's no Two Bearded Guys logo, but it's pretty up there.
Yeah,
This is the Colada Mango by Imprint Brewing out of Hatfield, Pennsylvania. It is from their Smoogie series. So I'm excited to try it. I've seen a lot about the Smoogies on social medias, on all the beerstagrams and stuff like that. So I'm excited to try.
This one, right?
No, that's Matt's.
I mean, we can share, but that'd be pretty awkward since we just met.
It's full of cider.
Grab you another one.
Yeah.
While we're establishing drinkware, Russell is on. What's up, buddy? He says, hey, guys. Brett, speaking of, Tyler's talking about you before the
Shocker,
show.
my brother's on.
He says he's up. What's up, fellas? Drinking beer, watching us, and The Great Pumpkin, a classic. Even though I'm not a Peanuts fan.
It's not going to be on broadcast TV this year, right?
Nope, it's all the Peanut stuff is
all
only
Apple.
going to be on Apple TV this year.
Because Peanuts is so popular that everyone's got to scramble to get their Apple.
I didn't want to watch it anyways.
I'm going to leave that go. Anyway, we also got Harry Riley on. Says, hey, guys.
Hey, Harry.
Harry, dude,
Hope you're okay.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You can say fuck. Yeah.
Fuck
What the
damn
fuck,
bitch.
dude?
Yeah, we are not family friendly.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you said
This looks like neon yellow.
so
I'm a little
smoothie
afraid.
is
It's a series they do. It's a style. It's their style of beer. It's like a smoothie beer, stuff like that.
okay.
So yeah, it's their smoogie by Imprint. Did you already try it, Steph? Did you snag it?
Yeah, she wanted to take it.
It tastes the mango.
It feels like an orange whip.
Yeah.
The mango is really good. In it.
There's a lot of mango.
Can't taste the colada as much, but the mango.
Woo! All right, I can handle this one.
Okay, dude. The people that make this, do they watch this?
Sometimes
they do.
you can say whatever you want, dude.
Yeah.
We don't hold anything back. Even if it's a sponsored beer, we don't hold anything back.
Right.
Okay, the smell right off the bat is off-putting.
Remember, this is beer.
This isn't beer.
This is a sour.
I kind of
like
have to
orange.
agree on this one. This one's like so frothy. This
It
is,
is
doesn't
frothy.
taste like a beer, though.
It is a smoothie. I mean,
this
that's
is
what it
blown
is.
Tastes
past
like-
thick, and it's something else.
Did you put
It's
it on-
actually
was
good.
it-
I like it.
You taking it off? All right.
It's got,
Yeah.
I mean, it's got good flavor. Definitely has basically like a pulp consistency in it, which is weird, but not unusual now with this style.
I would find this at Smoothie King.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a beer, dude.
Technically,
Okay, it's good, but it's not a beer.
that's a big argument out there.
Can't go back and shotgun this son bitch, can you?
I mean, you probably could, but you'd regret every bit of it.
You'd be seeing 2/3 of that can in about 5 minutes.
Oh,
Hopefully, they don't have like a sponsor with you guys. I'm sorry.
it's 6% ABV.
Yeah.
Wait, 6%. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so higher than like a light beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very similar to like a whip, like a pineapple whip, a Dole whip, something like that. That
Yeah.
kind of frothy consistency.
Yes, frothy is the word for this.
Heavy on the mango, a lot less of the coconut colada type than I expected.
I'm happy about that trade.
Yeah, I figured.
Slight bit of tartness.
Definitely a little pineapple in it. That was, I mean, it's not bad.
That's a solid smoothie style beer.
For that style, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And if you
something-
just drink beer, it's like orange juice.
Yeah.
It's drinking orange juice.
I
But
think
it's
something
good.
The very aftertaste is kind of weird finish for me. I don't know if it's just me or not, but
I'm not getting anything, but that doesn't mean it's not there. You're also more sensitive to stuff like coconut and stuff like that, so maybe you're getting something.
I'm really
like
not getting
that.
the coconut. It's just some kind of like weird off flavor I can't put my finger on, but I don't know. It might just be me.
It is a Berliner Weiss. It is a sour, so it's got a little bit of funk to it.
That is, like I said, something smelled weird.
Yeah. And that's the style of beer. Berliner Weiss.
This is a beer I can't get in this area, so thanks again, Mike, with Indie Craft Brew, our new sponsor, for hooking me up with this. I've been wanting to try. I see the Smoogies by Imprint on Instagram all the time,
Yeah.
and I hadn't had a chance to try one, so it's kind of fun to try a new style. It's definitely a thicker style for this, and definitely frothier. I've never had one as
I did
Orange juicy.
I did the Smoke Money shake.
yeah.
And like immediately half of it was froth.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much thicker as it's just like frothier. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's more airy, more whipped.
That's fair. Yeah.
Look at all that gunk on that glass.
Which-
I'm
could
still retaining the same amount of head that I got on my beer pour, and I am not
get
shaking
any
this
head,
thing at
man.
all.
Sorry.
I could
my beer,
definitely
John.
sit all night in a game night and drink this. For sure.
You could get real drunk on these because they don't taste like alcohol at all.
No.
No,
And at
This goes
6%,
like- well-
at 6%, it's not DUI worthy.
Because it's gonna be like 10 plus.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to drink a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
you still could.
it'd be a challenge to drink this quick.
Matt, thank you for rinsing those
Could.
because otherwise we'll be tasting it for the next 10 beers as much as.
Dish bitch.
I said, Matt, thanks.
Dish bitch. Wash.
You said you couldn't get this in this area?
No.
Maybe you can in
You
Ohio.
might be able to. I don't know how wide Imprint distributes, but I know they're not in the Indy area.
So we also need to go
I would buy
over
that.
the rating system for Bob.
Yep. So, for those of you that have watched before, you know, but for anybody that hadn't, or for instance, a man first on time on a show, we're going to do the untapped scale from 0.25 to 5. Words struggled all of a sudden. At 3 is our perfectly average beer. It's in 0.25 increments, so it could be a 3, 3.25, 3.5, whatever. Going up from 3 is above average. You hit 4 is when you're going to go buy it. You're going to be willing to, like,
I'm going to go seek
for
it.
instance, when I'm going home to Ohio, hey, go to my liquor store and be like, do you sell imprint beer?
Right.
That would be in the 4 category. Going down in 5, obviously, is just the coup de grace, the amazing, the beautiful, the best beers you've had kind of thing. Going under 3 is below average. In the 2 range, you're still drinking it. Under 2 is when it starts getting a little, maybe not. You hit 1 or lower, there's no way in hell you're drinking it.
Yeah.
We've only had a few under 1. We've had one as low as a 0.25.
Yep.
I hope we never have a beer that bad again.
It was bad.
Thank you, Listerman.
It was unique. It's a conversation piece.
It's definitely a conversation piece. Listerman out of Ohio.
Illinois does really good beer.
Some of the best beers that we've had on the show at times, especially their stouts. But that sour Pride beer was,
vinegar and
swing and a
honey
miss.
mustard. And,
yeah, it was a vinegar honey mustard combo. That was interesting.
yeah.
But yeah,
bad.
so John, you were first to score the Colada Mango Smoothie.
Yeah. I think it was fantastic. It's dessert. I would love to try to pair this with I'm not sure what desserts yet, but I would love to try to figure that out. And I'm going to look for more, so I'm going to go with a 4. That's right where it's at.
Just for those of you that do pay attention to Offscreen Matt's Instagram, the picture is already up. So we were able to get that up. So make
Quick
sure
fingers. Quick fingers.
Yeah, make sure you take a look.
You got nothing
Ladies,
else.
for those of you that want to know, quick fingers.
Not the only thing quick, huh?
So what did you give it, John? I'm sorry.
I give it a 4.
So a 4 out of John? Bob?
I mean, I'm not in your beer tasting world, okay?
Which
so
is why we said a 4. So you're going to seek it out.
I would seek it out, but not as a beer.
Fair?
Now, we did the caveat, too, where if it's not your standard beer style, but you're looking for something in this style and you enjoyed it, then that might kind of help.
That also was
You
a
still
4.
Slide
wouldn't
the
seek it out
scale.
if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
If I was looking for something in this style, I'd rate it high. What? It's like a 6?
No, 5 is a max. Someone wasn't listening.
I don't know. A 6.
4 is
If you weren't looking for beer.
4 and higher, or we're gonna go look for it.
So where you at?
Within a 5. Right? 4?
Ugh.
5, 4.
I told you. I said Matt might count tonight.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's great. I can't wait to try more.
5 is like the best beer you ever had.
I couldn't go higher than 4 just because I wasn't getting the colada.
So it's not the best beer you've ever had.
It's not a
Getting
beer.
into the
But
4s is when it's that caveat where if I'm getting that style. 5 is it better be the best beer, and if you don't qualify it necessarily as a beer, then
It's
it wouldn't be
not
a
a
5.
it'd be a 0.
Oh Jesus, Matt, score.
Split the average, just go with a 3. I would go, I would say slightly under, but it is really good. I would go a 4.
4.
Just because
We're
it's...
going to go with the 4 on this.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see what else they do. It was really good. I don't know that I would normally seek it out, but I'm more curious to see what else they've got. So it'd be like a 3.9, something so that's close enough. I'm going to give them the benefit and go 4.
My
Sounds
wife would
good.
like this.
Also, while I got the comments real quick, we got Josh Cecil on here.
What up, John?
What's up, boys? Protect my magic pad. I need to come pick that up.
I do have your magic pad.
That sounds weird.
We got Marilyn Perkins Couch. Says, I know that voice.
Hey, Mom.
I'm guessing she might know more
My
than
mom
one.
is on.
Really?
Hi, Mom.
Mama Couch. We got Carrie's on.
Payback
Says,
time,
hey
man."
guys, sorry I missed the first beer, but he's got his jambalaya and Grand Cru.
Ooh.
Carrie, we
sounds
started
like a
off with
fancy
an imprint smoothie beer, mango colada. It was a 4.
Fantastic.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's not a beer.
James, I might butcher your name. I'm sorry. Shaniak?
James Skiniak, what's up, James?
Yeah, he said 6, 2 cry laughing emojis. And Gary actually has a pretty good idea here. He says, when are we going to start posting the beer scores? Well, we got them on
That you can
Untapped.
find all our scores under Two Bearded Guys Untapped. Technically not last week's because I haven't uploaded it yet, but
As long as we keep up with it, they're all on there.
every other one besides last week's and obviously this. So we post all our scores on Untapped. That's why one of the reasons we started using their scale.
Yep.
And it's all there. Two Bearded Guys. Same as everything.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that for a second. I get so used to hearing it. I'm like, oh yeah, we're on to. I'm like, oh yeah, that is where we keep our scores.
Since we're talking about it, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. Go to our website. Follow us on
TikTok.
Untap. Follow us on TikTok. Go to YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. And, on YouTube, you're going to subscribe. And then you're going to smash that like button. I'm literally trying to bait him to pay attention.
I did a lot better that time.
Dude, I've been going on like stalling to get your attention.
I was just like, man, Tyler can't talk tonight.
I mean, I can't. But that time in particular,
I was just laughing at that
with
and reading Carrie said thanks. So I just got caught up in the moment.
I'm literally like I was even like looking at you, like, dude.
I'll get there.
That helps us out, so it drives our numbers up. That's always great. We're on Twitch as well.
Yeah, at some point we want to be able to monetize.
Yeah.
And we need followers and subscribers.
Don't forget, you can also find our two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews as TBG_Drunken Movie Reviews on Instagram. I'm actually thinking we're going to start a Facebook for that as well and post the videos of the Drunken Movie Reviews, like the full thing instead of just clips. That's in the works, but it depends on how much more social media I really want to have to deal with.
There's a lot.
That will kind of decide. But yeah, so next beer.
Do you want to tease out any of the next movie for a Drunken Movie Review?
I mean, technically it's on.
Yeah, you posted it.
Yeah.
But did you post a teaser this time?
It's a little bit of a teaser.
It's a really obvious sort of teaser.
Yeah.
It's more like a teller.
Pretty much. But make sure you listen to wherever podcasts are for the Drunken Movie Reviews. You can find all our past ones and then the new ones each week. Ends up right around Tuesday or Wednesday. Depending on when John sends it to Russell and when Russell, remembers to post it.
And
You have a
all the
Discord,
cursing.
too. You have a Discord. I hang out there. Nobody else does.
We don't have a Discord.
We do.
Yeah, you do.
We have a Discord?
Yeah.
When did you make a Discord?
I've had it for a couple weeks now. No one
promise I do own the show along with John.
No one knows what Discord is, so
I do. I just didn't know we had one.
It's like everything else. It's two bearded guys.
That's funny as shit.
Well, like I said, nobody else is there. It's like me and one other guy. So
That's one more than one. So we're doing good.
I was going to use it more when Cam starts streaming his iRacing.
I just love that. You have a Discord too. No, we don't. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, you
I've
started.
been there, dude.
Listen, you started the grinder without me. I figure I started.
There is no grinder.
He keeps denying it, but none of
what's
us
your
can.
grinder address?
None of us can really verify that.
TBG_Ops
He keeps trying to. Somebody, Russell's gonna end up making one and
Yeah,
put under my name. All right, our next beer. God damn it, John. You have a Discord? No, we don't. Yeah, you do.
While Tyler's getting his shit together, Randy Moister's on.
What up,
Says,
Randy?
Hey, Tyler, how did the interview go? Good, I hope.
Got postponed. It'll be later this week. Is the goal? There was a tragedy out of Callan.
last
Yep.
week. Okay.
Yeah.
So thoughts go out to the people in Callan, but haven't had that interview yet. But I'll let you know when we do.
Brett said, "What about your OnlyFans account, Tyler?"
Don't have one of those yet.
But
I want one.
Yeah, are you sure?
I want pictures of John.
Are you sure?
I want pictures of John like caressing beer cans as our OnlyFans. I think that'd be funny as
And
shit.
Russ says, "Well, I mean, if I gotta."
No, Russell.
I think that's going to caveat on how many more shows you come in on Thursdays. Then maybe you'll lessen your chances of getting the grinder.
yeah, start showing up.
All right, guys, our next beer. We're moving on. But shit. Our next beer is the Blood Orange Gosa Ale with sea salt, coriander, and orange puree. It's the Fruited Sour series by Braxton Labs. It is a 5%er. They have a whole paragraph of crap, so yeah, I'm not gonna read that.
We had another one recently from them.
Braxton is out of Covington, Kentucky. They're basically Cincinnati. They're just south of the border. And they do have, I think, the labs, I think, is actually in Cincinnati. You can go there and test out in, I think, Party Source. And then that's obviously Groundfeller's Chuck E. Cheese there. If no one's ever been to it, it's like Cons here, but on steroids.
Like the Liquor Barn.
Sure.
It's in Kentucky, too.
Okay, I haven't been to that one, but it's just a gigantic emporium of alcohol. It's got a lot of craft beer. It's got all kinds of booze. It's got a lot of great pricing on stuff because they buy in such big bulk.
A lot of crap beer. What?
And that's where they have a tasting room for their lab in there. I could talk.
So Gozas normally have like.
So I'm kind of excited to try this one too. Just I wasn't
background.
favorite excited, but usually Braxton's pretty
How's
solid.
Cam look? It got bumped, I
What do you
think.
smell?
John was shaking the table so hard it moved earlier.
He was enthusiastically talking with his hands.
Well, at one point in time, your computer screen was literally...
Oh, I do that once, and I get lambasted. Okay.
Lambast, that's a $5 word.
$5 word.
I'm proud. That was a good one.
We need something to play when I say $5 word.
I think we just call it out.
Nerd! Hey, you should play the Simpsons nerd one.
Well, I mean, now it's already called for.
Nerd!
Yeah. Moment's passed now. Maybe on the next one.
I love the buttons.
Yeah.
Or do the complete opposite and play boingy, boingy, boingy. Just to...
I saw just on YouTube that Animaniacs is coming back.
I did see that.
Like, what?
They have a remake of the Animaniacs.
No, they're not remake. They're just bringing it back.
It was on Netflix for a while, which was awesome. I watched all of them.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like new episodes. I'm like, oh!
Yeah, brand new episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
And the trailer was kind of funny.
And
I'm
I'm
so
sure,
excited.
like, well, as off the walls Animaniacs was, they'll probably poke fun at 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was more your guys' generation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You were Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
Where's that button? We need the Beavis and Butthead.
I am the great
buttons.
Cornholio.
Yeah.
TP for my uncle.
We'll do that.
So stupid.
My brother Brett used to watch that, and I'd sneak in and watch it with him.
Well,
You were
perfect
on 5.
segue, because Brett just chimed in, and he says that your mom is watching also, but on YouTube. But comments aren't showing up. So, John, that might be a John thing for later.
John broke it again.
I literally checked to make sure everything was working on this.
Sorry,
Did you
Mom.
check comments?
I did actually.
It's the night of
I
moms!
did check that.
Wow, both moms are on.
Wow.
Where's off-screen Matt's
Matt?
mom?
I am never telling my mom about this. No offense to you or anyone watching, but she already thinks I'm a drunk, so this is only going to solidify it. Oh my god.
Tyler's mom became very proud of him.
Do you guys have to drink this much on a Monday? Do you have to curse so much? And then
There's some cursing, yeah.
yeah, that's
Tart?
bad.
Oh yeah, big beer.
Tart?
Yeah.
Um,
This is going to be an off the rails night, isn't it? We're starting already. We'll have one beer.
drying. Definitely, it makes you want to drink more just because it dries out your mouth more than anything.
I think the flavor's pretty good, though.
Flavor's solid, not overpowering. There's no off flavors. It's pretty clean.
Right, it is clean.
And for a sour, that's weird.
I don't have anything to say. I mean, you just completely explained it.
So sometimes Tyler gets even a blind squirrel finds a nut. So,
It's almost like I've done this for 40 episodes now.
You would think you like,
Technically, like
Did
43
this for a
episodes if
living.
we
Yeah,
counted.
we started off faking it really well, and now we faked it long enough that we start to know what we're doing.
Kinda. Funny how that works.
I mean, it's good, but it's not something I would drink all night.
It would be a tough one to drink more than one or two.
Yeah, it'd be hard to drink a lot of them, but it would be
Yeah.
good to like this, like have one or two and split them and share them with some
Yeah.
people, or if you're outside playing cornhole,
That's what I
have one
love.
for a refreshing.
That's what I love doing. I love drinking sours either in the summer when it's hot out,
Yep.
or grab 2 or 3 and split them with friends and try different ones. Because then you're never drinking all of one. You're splitting it up, and it's kind of one of those like that works well. Drinking like 2 or 3 16-ounces is you start getting those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
The
sours, that lactus, bacillus, or whatever is like probiotic, good for your gut stuff. But
Ugh, big words.
yeah,
Yeah, that was science.
Can we have one
words.
more rinse?
it's science words.
Yeah.
Because we're going from sour to IPA, and
Fair point.
I feel like it'd be good
Point
to
being,
get
they're good for your gut.
to an
It's
extent.
good, but
No one drinks beer for health reasons, John. That's why kombucha never took off.
I do. That's how I drink water.
I worry about
My-
my healthy gut bacteria.
My water is filtered through a brewery. It's perfect.
Yo, I could eat yogurt, or I could drink sour beer.
Sour beer.
Yeah. Right.
Now, if only we could get
Jamie
bosses
Lee
to agree
Curtis.
with that.
Yes.
It's my daily gut health, boss. Like I wasn't getting drunk before work.
I just want to poop better. That's all I want.
I mean, what's wrong? I mean,
All right. Oh crap! We sent Matt away for scoring.
Well, we'll let Bob have one more try at a score.
oh, don't make me go first, dude, because
Technically, you.
You do go first. We rotate. That's how it works.
okay.
You need some baseline, John.
3
Again,
is an average.
I wouldn't consider it a beer. I
Oh,
really wouldn't
you're getting
consider
hung
it a
up on this
beer.
whole beer thing.
I am hung up
Think
on
of
the
like a
beer
malt
thing
liquor. How
because
about that? Like,
It's
you
a
know,
malt liquor. It's Smirnoff Ice.
No, don't insult it like
I was
that.
thinking more like Colt 45, but
Matt, go.
375. It was refreshing. It's crisp. It's pretty good for the style. I appreciated the flavor. It's not quite seek it out territory, but I would definitely drink it, and I liked it.
Yeah, Bob's going to be the on-screen talent. Matt's going to be the actual score.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
If you want to just say
consider
watermelon
that
a few
beer.
times, and I'll talk. It'll sound off, but it'll look right.
Matt,
Yes.
you want to tell him that he doesn't count?
You don't have to tell me. I'm
It's
fine.
kind of weird. No, it feels
fine.
wrong.
It's like, I don't like it.
It feels wrong to say that to someone else. That's my burden to bear.
I like it. It was good.
I've grown these
But
broad
if somebody
shoulders and
said,
big gut
"Hey,
to
do
handle
you
that
want a
weight."
beer?" and they handed this to me, I'd be like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And the same with the other one.
That's fair.
But I'm not in this world, so
But if you're outside playing cornhole with some buddies, you're like, man, it's kind of warm out. Would that
Right.
not be a good refreshing change up? Maybe like for a beer and then switch back.
no, it
No?
wouldn't.
Oh,
It's so dry. Like he said, it's so dry, and it makes you want any more.
Mom's complaining that she's like, what's the point of a chat if you can't see it?
Continue.
No, I told her to switch to Facebook. It's
Brett
fine.
said off-screen Matt counts for the entire show. Mark the date. Thank you, Brett.
All right, so you gave it a 375, correct, Matt?
Account.
Matt, you gave it a 375, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
375.
I'm gonna go with a 3. I'm gonna go 3.5. I think it's really good. It's really clean. I just 3.5 is gonna be the highest. I don't think the flavors are quite crisp enough to give me any higher, but I'll go 3.5.
Hey, you killed my other comments, John.
I did clear. So for those watching, I cleared the comments and refreshed everything.
Glad I read the last
hoping,
one.
and I turned off the YouTube comments and then turned them back on. You know, just like unplugging your power cord.
John broke the internet.
And we'll see if the chat works.
So 3.75 and 3.5 are the two scores, John.
So
Your
I'm
turn.
going 3.25 because I think it's good. But
Didn't need that calculator, did we?
no flavors really
It's actually why you did
stood
it.
out to me. If the flavor stood out to me more, I'd probably rate it higher.
Yeah, it was sour. That was it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a solid sour.
I did like how clean it was. That's you didn't really have an off flavor, which sometimes you can in sours. So
Yeah, which is why I got an above average score.
oh yeah. So I think 3.5 solid for it.
Timeout. Hang on. We need to have some kind of button for this, I swear.
Hallelujah.
No.
Chris Reed must be watching.
No.
Oh.
All right. No. All right. We need to find a button for this. We have the pet name of the week.
Oh god.
Oh yes, pet name of the week.
We need some button before that. I thought we'd have a good one. I looked over here. We don't have a good one.
Boingy boingy boingy.
Liz says hello to
Hi,
her
Liv.
salty Lil burnt end.
I feel like you've used that one before.
Not salty little.
No,
man.
I think she has.
I think burnt end, maybe, but not salty.
I don't know. She better check her notebook.
I would love the fact that she.
Dude,
had
if she had a notebook of them and all of a sudden goes back and it was there, she'd be like, shit.
These are names for me. I have a fan.
I would just like someone to have a notebook of
Yeah.
pet names for John.
They have a pet name.
Does
Liv.
she plan them in advance, or she just write them down as they get used?
I'm just disappointed in Liv.
Oh! Comments are working on YouTube now. Brett says, you can't see me. Do, 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 do.
Look, unplugging and plugging. Well, turning off, turning back on works.
Same difference.
If only anyone that had internet problems would have realized that before they came into Comcast and drove in like 5 miles to yell at me. Back in a prior life.
I don't think you missed that job.
I had a lot of fun stories.
Fair. Fair.
And the first few years when I worked there in outside sales was awesome. Working 25 hours a week, getting paid $50K a year. That was a great job.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that job.
Back to the beer.
Beer.
I don't know. That's a cool job to think about. Sorry.
Not anymore.
I haven't had any beer yet. So.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
Over here bitching about beer. All right, our next beer is actually, for those of you that watched the show before, we've had this beer on the show once before, but it was an 8-month-old IPA. We let it sit for way too long, but it was still really good, but we were curious to try it fresh. I was able to get a hold of one of their very fresh, like month-old or less IPAs. So this is 3 If by Citra by Windmill Brewing Company.
I'm excited for this.
We like Windmill, so the double version of our popular 2 If by Citra, 3 If by Citra packs in even more Citra hop flavor and aroma, a beer truly to be revered. Yeah.
And I want to shout out Chris. He's the windmill rep
Chris
in the
Knight
area.
is the,
So, he does a good job.
he's a good dude.
Yep. Even though he's mad at me, it's fine.
What'd you do to Chris?
No, because I didn't like the one meme cake.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Well, yeah, you're the one that's always wrong on those.
But I love.
We
Green
tell you
by
that to your
Citra.
face on the show.
I'm just saying that I got a shirt out of that. Thank you.
I bought a glass.
Chris, if you're watching,
Which my glass wasn't on the shelf today, John.
no, because I was out of town, so I didn't get everything brought up to
That's
get
not
washed.
my glass.
Oh wait. Well, yeah, whatever. It's fine.
How drunk are you guys already? Sherry says, "Can you hear me now?" Yes, we can, Mama Danner.
3F by Citra is 10.4% out of Windmill.
Ooh.
Oh, holy
Is this the first official meeting of Mama Danner and Mama Couch? Like, are they meeting on the line for the first time?
Yeah, I don't think they've ever been online at
This
the
is
same
probably
time.
the first time I was
This is
ever.
gonna be
Mama
like-
Couch probably isn't still online. She probably got bored and left.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We
I was gonna
probably
be
said
like
one
the guy
cuss
from
word in
Sweden and the
this
guy from
last
Germany. They're gonna have their own side conversation. Look what our sons are doing.
That was. I don't think we want that conversation.
Wow.
One says it in pride, the other says it in maybe not so much pride.
My mom's probably more along the lines with your mom.
Is this supposed to be like a citrus?
Like she'll support
Yes,
me, but
it's
she'll
so
be
it's
like,
Citra
oh my God.
hop.
I wouldn't even
which
get that.
It's going to give you kind of an orange, citrusy flavor and smell. Citra is one of my favorite hops used in beer.
I'm not made out for this show, dude.
When I sent out my invites
fine,
to
you
have
too.
everyone like the Facebook page, my mom is the only person I went through and dechecked.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is so smooth.
It's so soft. Soft mouthfeel.
That's a great mouthfeel. Smooth, soft.
Oh, I like that.
Wait. Is it beer?
I was waiting to see.
It's a
Let's-
triple
yeah,
hopped IPA.
This
I'm sure
is beer.
There you go.
This
There
is
you
beer.
All right.
All right.
This is good.
That was fantastic.
I just realized, John, what we need is like the bicycle ringer, like the ding.
Oh.
That
yeah.
way, like when
That'd be
Tyler
good.
says mouthfeel, or you say viscous, or you say a $5 word, ding.
There we go. Okay.
That's a simple little thing right there.
No, write it down in the notebook.
Damn it.
We need a ding.
You're the only one with a pencil.
I hate that.
Wait a minute, is this locally available?
Yes.
Limited places, but theoretically,
I
like,
don't know if it would be in Ohio, though.
They're in
Dude.
northern Indiana.
they're sporadically available in Indiana. They're from northern Indiana.
You make
From
a quick
Dyer,
trip over,
Indiana.
You make a quick trip over to Fort Wayne or somewhere along the border.
Yep.
You find it.
You can find it in Muncie now at the Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop / Books and Brews Muncie, whatever it's called right now.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Wait, you mean that guy that's on our sponsor side on the page?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Indie Craft Brew.
Speaking of stuff on that side of the page, make sure if you're in the brewing business, and especially if you're in Indiana, good lord, I can't talk. Check out Ugly Pete's Water. Oh wait, that's not the name.
Also known as Water Performance Technology LLC. I still prefer Ugly Pete's Water.
Oh, I do too. I think if he ever expanded outside of Indiana, it should stay the LLC in Indiana, but immediately just become
Ugly
Ugly
Pete.
Pete.
I mean, it's a name that's gonna stick. Like Ugly Pete's Water. I mean, people are gonna remember that. Water Performance Technology. I mean, that sounds kind of like. Oh, well.
Land.
If you're in the brewing industry or
Especially if
you
you're
manage at
brewers.
hospitals, they're great.
We're
He
trashing
works
our
with all those,
sponsor's
so
I think he's okay with it.
Yeah.
I think he likes it better, to be honest.
I feel like if I knew anyone that would sponsor us to be okay with us trashing his name, it'd be Pete.
Is he on next week? Is it Pete next week or?
Is it 11-2 next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes, Pete's on next week.
It's on next
5
week.
Pete? Is that 5 Pete?
It'll be 5 Pete.
Pete.
Oh snap!
I can't read that.
Are we just gonna keep whatever
Windmill.
Peting his
Windmill.
name for every
Windmill.
reoccurring episode now?
Yes.
5 Pete, 6 Pete, 7 Pete.
Pete,
Seriously
8
though,
Pete bunch.
Windmill has become one of my favorites in Indiana.
They're really good.
And
This is good.
they do the great memes cakes, the fruited, weird,
Not beer.
not beer. But they also make some of the best IPAs I've had.
Yeah, their IP is really good.
I have a lager upstairs that I bought Saturday that's fantastic.
They
We
had
haven't
the,
really found too much from them out in the stout game yet, though, have we?
well, we tried it at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Cheesecake.
And it
didn't
sold
get
out
it.
literally in
Didn't.
a minute,
Yeah.
which I was very bummed and sad in the pants about that for at least the rest of the day.
Yeah, I was too.
But
I missed by 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, so you ran at 12:06?
12:25, but
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna give it a 4.25. That's one of my favorite IPAs we've had lately. That was fantastic. John,
I'm thinking way too hard about this quarter point.
you usually do.
It might be a big quarter point, though, Tyler. It's be the difference between seeking
I'll
it
go
out
for
and
it.
not. Yep, I was right.
Were you under 4?
No, it was
Oh,
4
okay.
and 4 and a quarter.
Okay.
Definitely a 4. Because I do love this beer. It's tasty.
Off-screen, Matt?
I'm gonna do the quarter point. I was waffling on a little under, just because it's not my style. Quality-wise, it's there. It's very good. It is delicious. I was riding high on the IPA train for a little while with the hazes and stuff, and now I'm getting burnt back out on it. So I kind of hit my wall on that one. But this is really good. It deserves a 4, but personal taste, 3.75.
10.4? What's the ABV?
Yeah, it's 10.4%.
Oh, I forgot about that. But I get
He's such an ABV whore.
He is.
What does it deserve, and what did my taste say? Is where I'm kind of split on this one, because this is the not IPA guy in me is like I can also get a 10% stout that I would seek out and I would buy because it's a stout versus this being an IPA.
All right.
And then, Bob, since you were so... Oh, I thought you were
I would go
going to
I would go between a 3.75 and a 4.
So
just
3.75.
under a 4, but 3.75 is as close as we can get.
It's fine. It's a 4 average. Bob, since you were so excited about when you tasted it, though, what would you have scored it?
I mean, 4.2. Dude, a fucking 10. Just go buy it. It's good, all right?
I'm curious, like, by the end of the show, he's like, what do you get, Bob? Q. Like, what? Are you throwing out letters now?
It's good. Go buy it.
It is fantastic. They're out of Dyer, Indiana. If you're in the area, check them out. If you find their beer, even if it's not this one, if you find their beer, buy it, try it. You most likely won't regret it.
Yeah, no,
Windmill,
seriously,
if you
it's
happen to
good.
be watching, I apologize. It deserves better than what I gave it. My taste buds just aren't IPA. I would love to see some stouts come from you, though. Like, if you guys are taking requests at all, please do some stouts, make them delicious, and let me get them. I would like to try them.
And
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
sure
have
they're
a-
watching the show thinking,
Chris has actually.
I know I'm not the guy that's going to make that decision happen, but I would like to plead my bleeding
Chris,
heart out
if
to
you have
you.
a bottle of...
I wasn't
Teenage
listening,
Mutant
sorry.
Oh, I was just-
Cheesecake?
Yeah, as the guy that like brought Windmill to this show and being your biggest fanboy to get it on this show and loving you guys, I would really, 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 really appreciate anything in the stout world.
Let's go, Chris.
Anyway,
We're not whores.
we're absolutely whores. Our next beer
In the metaphorical sense.
is by Rochester Mills. It is the Juice Bigelow Hop Gigolo New England style IPA. 6%. Features Citra and Mosaic.
Some more Citra hop.
So I'm going to
What
preface
is
this with
mosaic?
we're going to go from a really good
Another
example
kind
to
of
a really meh example.
Oh, yeah.
Hop Silver provides a lot of bitterness, flavor, and aroma in beer.
okay.
Depending on when it's added. And the hop. Look at Matt on top of
That
it.
was good. That was good.
Also, Sherry's asking you, did you guys coordinate shirts prior to starting the show? Was gray and black the color of the day?
Oh.
It is like all monochromatic on that side of the screen. Actually, on this side too, I'm also wearing gray and black.
But nobody can
And
see
black,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, it does
I
seem
wear
like this
black
was a plan.
because it hides my fat. So
I think I
Says
wear
the
black.
skinniest guy here.
I wear black every day. It represents my soul. Is what I thought. You're having just met you.
does.
well, okay, yeah, black does kind of hide my soul, I guess. So.
So I will go ahead and throw out that I did buy this as a novelty beer because of the name and the
Well,
can.
yeah.
And then I also got
He's apologizing for it already.
I got the juice too because I was like, well, if there's
It's
one,
upstairs, too.
you gotta get 2 of them. Yeah, so it's the sequel to this.
The part D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We've bypassed it a lot lately, and we were like, we need to just drink this.
Yeah.
just get it done and over with.
Yeah.
Kind of like the brew link.
No, we could have left that forever. We could have just moved that up to the top shelf.
It's not bad though. There's not much to it. It's kind of.
It's all malts and very little hop.
It's very meh. Like it's just it's not bad. It's not good. Meh.
It's funny, I'm getting that sweet malt and very little
It's
hop.
like not an IPA.
No.
Does it have the
I like
born on
it.
on this one too though? Like
The what?
The born on or the age on? Because I feel like this
Oh,
might
I'm
be
sure it's
pushing
old,
its
but-
prime. Yeah. Because I think when I got it, it wasn't very fresh.
That explain why maybe all the hops came
I
out.
had to knock the dust off of it when I picked it off the
I
shelf.
mean, it was at least a 2020 beer.
2020 is almost over.
January of 2020.
Thank God.
It's 9 months, yeah.
I think I was old enough to have had a kid.
Distributors would have pulled this off the shelf, yes. It's fine.
Depends on the distributor.
Yeah, it does. And the beer.
Monarch's been known to
Some-
leave them on there.
Some they don't care about.
That's the truth. Dude, I found a couple the other day at a Fresh Time I stopped into.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I know a guy that goes to
Some-
the expired shelf and buys them
Some
because they're cheaper.
pre Books and Brews buying rad flat 12 beer.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off.
Yeah. Was it a blonde?
It was the tangerine milkshake.
Oh
I bet that's not any good anymore.
Oh God.
All right, so
This beer.
new category on the show. Bob, is this a beer?
Dude, I don't know. This might be a beer like you were at a party and there was a keg and it was like
It's expensive keg beer.
Probably cheaper than you think.
that's a shame, really. If this is an expensive keg beer, that's a shame.
I think that sums this beer up. Well, boys.
What else can we say?
Yeah. In the words of Bob, I think you just said everything that needs to be said.
It's drinkable,
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
but that's
drinkable.
about it. Sorry.
What was the
Why are you
ABV on this
apologizing?
again? Was it at least
6?
6?
We rated beers
Acceptable.
0.25.
Yeah.
And this is way better than that.
This is way better than that.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's not bad. It's drinkable.
It's a little sweet. Very little hop flavor at all to me.
It's very out of character for an IPA on the flavor.
Yep. But
Honestly, like the way Matt talked about it before, I didn't have high hopes for it, and it surprised me. Now, I rate first, right?
yes.
So here's what I'm going to say about it. I actually enjoy it, and I enjoy it enough that I would probably rate it at least an average. However, it's supposed to be an IPA. And if I'm rating this beer based on, it being a beer and an IPA, it doesn't meet that standard. So as much as I'm enjoying drinking it, it's going to be a 2.5. That's where I'm at.
Off screen, Matt.
2.5 is exactly what I was thinking. It's drinkable. It's not bad. It's just meh, and it's not really an IPA.
It's not an IPA.
So I 100% agree and understand where they're both coming from. I am going to give it the average because of drinkability.
It's
I'm
very
giving
drinkable.
it a bump in points because of drinkability.
Respect your logic.
Now, it's a 2.5 based on IPA,
Yeah.
but the drinkability factor, I have to give it a bump. So I'm going to give it a 3 on that.
And I have to believe it's not an IPA because it's 9 months old.
We're not doing any favors by that, but I drank it a lot earlier than this originally, and I still wasn't very impressed.
Okay.
Granted, not the IPA guy here, but I don't recall it being like that much better than what we're getting now.
What's that score come out to?
What'd you give it?
3.
3, 2.5, 2.5, and 3?
Well,
It's funny how they didn't ask me.
What would you give it, Bob?
Well, yeah, while I do this, tell us.
So here's my thing.
Tyler forgets me all the time. I know what it's like. See, when your score doesn't count, he tends to just gloss right past it. Welcome to my world.
If you were like 19 years old, this beer, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. But if you were 21 and you were looking to buy beer, you wouldn't buy this beer.
At 21, depending
At
on the
21,
price,
think
I
you
probably still would
might,
have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, like later 20s.
At 26 to
Yeah.
30, nah, probably not. But
Because you've had a few. Since then.
yeah, at 21, my ass was still like, can I afford you? Yes. Thank you.
It rounds up to 2.75.
All right,
So
so
I rated a 2.75.
perfect time. This guy is on the nose.
He's been perfectly average all night. How does he do it?
This guy can read a room. Some comment updates too. Brett's got some good questions and comments here. Says he's been to Instagram clearly. Love the hat off screen, Matt. Much better style than Tyler. And he also says, and I didn't even think about this, we should have dressed up for the last episode before Halloween. That would have been pretty fun.
We should have. We didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, we have a 5-minute break. We could throw something real quick.
No, there's nothing here.
I'll just
to
go
dress-
shirtless.
Yeah, there's no
one
Jedi
wants that.
outfits
Hey,
or Mandalorian outfits.
I'll be a
there's
Chippendale dancer.
Chippendale
Find me
dancer.
a bow tie, and then I'll just go shirtless.
we
I'm
already did the
leaving.
Mandalorian
I'm
Day,
done.
though.
I'm leaving.
We did May the 4th. We can't double down on Mandalorian.
Hey,
I know you'd love to.
I would be I would be Farley in the Chippendales
You would
skit.
be, yeah.
It'd
So-
be perfect.
Yeah, but where's the Swayze? For the chip
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of.
Otherwise, just a fat guy in a bow tie.
Bob was waiting.
He's the
I
closest.
am nowhere no.
He's the closest to Swayze out of all of us.
I'll take his shirt off and I'll show you. You will be disgusted.
Don't threaten Matt with a good time.
Brett says, "Do not go shirtless. You want subscribers."
Hey, there's some creepy chicks out there. They might like it. And you know, I'm built like a bear, and you know, I hear that's popular nowadays in certain circles.
On that comment, next beer. And you're not on Grindr?
OnlyFans.
See, there we go.
Yeah, see? I mean, you just have a very select niche of people.
Oh shit.
Woo! We call that
You need
something.
a Grinder account where you pour fucking orange juice that pretends to be beer.
Oh no,
over
that'll
your
be on my.
body.
That'd be on our
your
OnlyFans.
body.
I want to pay him for that shit. Grinder's free. I want to pay him for that shit. Anyway, so we have Revision Brewing Company.
And then you and maybe someone else that we know could have like a group session on fans on the account. Like a dual streaming fans.
I'm done.
Dual streaming. You know, just like,
No, we had a guest
prior
one time
guest
that talked about
who
her
has one.
OnlyFans.
which I thought was just like a YouTube.
Yeah, he didn't know what it was.
I learned that night.
You learned a lot.
I learned a lot. Some things I wish I
That
didn't.
night.
I'm with you.
Flechette, by the way, is the piercing we never can remember the name.
okay.
Yeah.
You were really.
And what is that?
It popped into my head one
What
day.
is that, Tyler?
That's the she tank, as Matt calls it.
Wait,
scientific
what?
term.
A
That's-
piercing in the she
She's a
tank.
piercing artist.
I hear if you refer to a body part, you're supposed to use
I
a
heard
medical
she
term.
tank. What is she tank?
She tanked.
She
The
tank.
Forchet?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get
See,
that.
boom. See, medical term. You get it.
I get it. She tanked. She tanked.
Anyway, again,
Marissa, we
Can't
love
wait
you.
for hour 2 of this show.
Revision Brewing Company. This is their New England style hazy double IPA. It's our last IPA of the night. At 7.75%, a little low for most doubles,
Yeah.
but in the
Barely
realm.
qualifies as a double.
Actually, it does. I thought 8 had to be like your threshold.
Wait a minute. Did we
Supposed
try
to-
the maple one yet?
Not yet.
No, that's like
That's
hour
next
two.
hour.
The espresso?
That's hour 2.
Hour 2? What the hell?
2-hour show, Bob.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, you don't have to do. You don't see. You kind of suffer through the beers in the first hour to get to the beers in the second hour.
Hey, we have 2 4s in the first hour.
It's been a decent beer.
Yeah.
That's
42
true. It's a good
IBU.
start.
This is the good life, full of friends, great experiences, and super tasty haze. Highlighting mosaic and cashmere hops, this brew delivers notes of passion fruit, peach, lemon, and guava
Woo!
over a super smooth malt base.
Please tell me it's like SUPPA. Super.
SUPAH.
Oh, super.
Oh.
You didn't
Nice.
accentuate your H there, sir.
Where are they out of again?
I don't know. I'll tell you after I pour.
Alright.
What's this beer called again?
Revision Brewing's. It just says Revision Brewing's New England Double IPA.
I mean, with the can art.
Or no, it has a name. It's Hazy Life.
Okay, I was really expecting something a little more clever than IPA with the can art. It's
My thumb was over the name because it's in a weird spot. It's like off to the side. It's the Hazy Life.
Mama Dan, if you're watching, I think Tyler's got a few more beers for you to try. I'm excited.
Oh, I have
I'm excited to see that.
TikTok. If you don't follow our TikTok, you need to because
TikTok about to rock.
Mama Danner Tries Craft Beer is about to go berserk over the next couple weeks because I have a lot of beers to try in the fridge.
Tyler got beer again.
I know, I'm excited.
Don't go TikTok. Chinese will steal your data.
I
This
think
is
the
out
table
of
just tilted a little bit. The monitor shook. Tyler, are you okay over there?
this is out of Sparks, Nevada.
Over.
Yeah, I mean, but
Sparks, Nevada.
we know where your hands were, Tyler. That wasn't a handshake.
My wand was Leviosa.
Cecil Magic, if you're watching.
It's a shout out to you, brother.
He probably
Tabeloso Levitato.
If you guys haven't watched that episode, get on YouTube and watch the Cecil Magic episode.
And I promise I'm going to go to YouTube and edit some short clips.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot there. I
There's
still
quite a
can't
few.
believe he did the floating card out of the box off-screen trick. God, that still blew my mind whole.
Josh, he's literally been talking about that ever since.
I told that story like yesterday. That's fantastic.
The look.
Oh,
the look
I
on
wish
Matt's
Shay
face.
would have been here. 'Cause then, like,
'cause
my reaction
Kylie-
would have been a lot more subtle.
John and I were like loving it, but Kylie's like, oh, and then Matt's sitting there like a little kid, just.
Yeah, if Shay would have been here, my reaction would have been tame.
Ooh, definitely more flavor than the last.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
It's a solid double IPA.
Yeah.
Barely double.
And at 7.75 though, it is extremely drinkable.
It is very smooth for that. I'll give you.
Like almost 8%, and I wouldn't know that if I didn't literally just look at the can.
I'll agree with you there. It's like Cliff sneakiness, like OG Cliff.
All three of the IPAs tonight have had the drinkability factor.
No off flavors.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's good.
Man, I'm not upset by that. I have not been looking forward to that beer. I thought the can art was too good.
Yeah.
And a lot
We've
of
been
times,
suckered by a lot of
a
can
lot
art.
of times, good can art has screwed us in the past. So I was a little worried about that, and so I've kind of bypassed it, and I'm regretting bypassing it. We've definitely had a lot shittier IPAs by bypassing it.
Oh, while you're taking a breath there, Tyler, Russ says he's got a bounce.
Oh.
Appreciate you, sir. Thanks for being on air. If
Russ,
you
I sent you a beer already.
would like additional entertainment, you should go to
No, not tonight. That's after the night show.
after. Well, I mean,
Tuesday through Friday, Turf Talk Radio, from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific. Boy,
We don't care. It's
I almost called it
specific.
Western.
Oh, I thought you were going to say specific.
No, I almost called it
it,
Western.
it is specifically.
But no, it's Turfs Up Radio Nightcap with Hecubus.
Yeah, so fun fact, we go live with them every Thursday evening.
Well, John's every Thursday. I'm once in a while, and
Yeah,
Matt's
Matt's
once in a while.
I was pretty good. Now I'm going to the gym, getting rid of this beer gut that you guys are helping me concoct. So
But this last Thursday was the highest rated show that Russell's had since he's been on the air, so
That's awesome. Turfs Up
I
also
was
is
there.
Turfs Up also
that's me.
who hosts our podcast for us. They're who posts it for us, pays the podcast fees.
Yeah, thank you.
Turfs Up's a good sponsor of ours. Is it still on the sponsorship
Yeah.
page? Good.
yes,
As you can tell, guys, I don't look behind the screen. I don't look at the computer.
this is
ever.
my spot. Yeah.
I every once in a while go to our videos and watch them, and I'll be like, "Oh, he did put it up." Like I truly don't know what it looks like half the time.
Yeah.
My job's all the other social media. I avoid that crap because I will break it. Last
Russell's-
time I tried messing with the YouTube stuff, I screwed it up. So
He
I was
also
like,
says loved your second meme tonight, Matt. So if you haven't seen the first
"Oh
one,
boy."
All right,
gotta
check
get the
that
chance.
out.
So
Check
captured
that out.
Bob's moment perfectly.
Cheers, brother Russell. We love you. Thank
Yes,
you very
thanks,
much.
Russ. Have a great show, sir.
This beer is pretty tasty.
Yeah, this is pretty solid. I feel like we've been setting this for a while, and so this might not even be peak freshness.
No, I was thinking that like if this was fresh,
Kind of, you know, do we 3 by sit for this?
if we can get another copy, another can of it. As okay, that's fitting because we just literally that happened, so it's fine. We may as well show the camera.
I will.
Or go to Instagram and follow.
Yeah, go to Instagram's off-screen Matt, follow it, and see.
Tyler made that the hardest way possible. Let's just show the camera on the internet off my phone. Oh no, just
Well,
go.
I'm trying to show you.
Here's my
He said
phone.
show the camera. But yeah, go to Offscreen Matt. Check out the newest memes today. It is a fun account to follow. Matt's the only one with his own marketing guy.
It's
He has his own social media director.
Yeah, there you go.
And so
Our technical director has his own media. director.
we're a little jealous, but it's fine.
It's all about delegation, boys. I wear enough things back here. I'm the producer, the dishwasher. You know,
This
the
bitch, get it right.
sorry, I'm the dish bitch, the button pusher, the comedic relief, like the punching bag. I can only handle so many things back here. I gotta have someone else help me out.
I do love how you have your own media guy, though.
Ruined
Wait.
the magic on this episode. We made it 4
That's a
episodes.
joke, right?
No,
You don't-
Matt has his own social media guy.
I got a guy.
True story.
We'll tell you all of it off screen in a
All
second.
right, give me one beer.
Believe it or not, I might be the more popular person on the show.
Sometimes I believe you are. So we need to rate this beer, and then the hour will be over. We'll take our quick break before hour 2.
Oh, we also have to say goodbye to Sherry Danner. She said she's got to depart.
Bye, Mama Dana.
Pleasure, ma'am. Thanks for joining
Bye,
us,
Sherry.
as always.
Love you, Mom.
My mom didn't say bye, so
Because my mom loves me more.
She did
His
the
mom
Irish
got
goodbye?
offended in the first 5 minutes.
Uh,
Or did she do the letter Kenny leave?
or an Irish goodbye, one or the other.
this was good. Like I said, smooth, no off flavors.
Yeah.
I
I
forgot we were talking about beer.
Matt, it's
How
your score to go
frequently on the
first.
show? I'm still
Yeah,
gonna.
we always do.
I'm gonna stick with something similar to the windmill score on this, just because it is very good. It probably deserves better than the score I'm gonna give it, but the not IPA guys coming out of me. 3.75 I feel is very justifiable on this one. The windmill I would have given higher than 3.75, just under the 4. This one I think 3.75 is as good as I can get, just with my palates.
I'm giving it a 3.75 as well. I think you're dead on. I think it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's not one I'm necessarily going to search out. If I'm at a liquor store and see it, I will buy it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's a revision. That was really good.
But I'm not looking for it. I think it's very good, and I don't think you'll be upset trying it.
And it's really funny because he's like, I'm not the IPA guy, and he like rated it the highest because I'm going to go 3.5. like it's really good, and if it was fresh, it might even push a 4.
I would like to have it even fresher, or like just
Yeah.
to like compare to see if it gets better.
I think we got
it's
this one
really
from Tabor.
really good. Yeah,
I mean, it's not
Tabor
super
one.
old, but it's not that
I think
fresh.
it was one of my orders.
Maybe. But point being, like, if you see a revision, it's going to be worthwhile to pick it up and see if you like it.
Especially the
because-
hazy light.
Have we had
This
other
was
stuff from Revision that you
Not
recall? Or okay,
Nope, I looked for the show.
gotcha.
Because I've seen that can so many times in the fridge.
Yeah, no, I
that
felt the name
wasn't
sounds
sure.
familiar.
Yeah.
I just must have been seeing that so many times.
And
listen,
Bob!
if you want to go to, if you're going to a party and you're looking for a beer that you can drink all night,
If
Is
you're
this like the
19 years
19-year-old
this
beer or
is
the
good.
26-year-old
No, even if you're
Have we
50
upgraded to
years
26?
old,
beer? Wait.
if you're 50,
Bob,
and you're
is
looking
this
for a
beer?
This is beer.
All right.
Yeah, this is beer. It's good. So, 6 or something.
We're not at Q level yet. Okay,
We're not
that's
at
good.
Q yet. That's good.
All right.
Revisions Hazy IPA brought to you by the letter T.
R?
All right, so that comes...
Titties.
Titties and beer. Titties and beer.
If you want titties and beer, this is it. I mean, this is what you wanted, right?
That's exactly how I thought it would go.
All right,
I
so
want to push a button, but I don't have a button for that.
Boinky, boinky, boinky.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
push it and find out.
Yes.
Oh,
This
no,
is-
no,
yeah.
yep. Once I heard it, it clicked.
That,
They're that big.
that comes out... That comes out to a
Rim
375.
shot, rim shot, rim shot.
375 average. This has been the end of hour
Actually, this
number...
would have been the better one.
Get it?
Yeah.
This has been the end of hour number 1.
An entertaining hour number one.
We've had a great 5 beers. We have more beers to go.
Looking forward to hour 2.
This has been hysterical. It's been a great time. Make sure you
great, 'cause I
follow
got
us
this.
on all social
Do
media.
this.
That should be the first question to every guest. No, I think it's exclusively a Bob question now. Like he owns
Is
that.
this beer? I am TBG_ops guy.
Mud Hog, thank you.
Our guest
Bob.
behind the camera.
He says it so like magnanimously, Bob. Like it's like Shakespearean, like talking to the skull. All right, off screen Matt. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back in like 2 to
Off
5
tangent
minutes.
guy.
Later.
the hell's going on here?
It's hard to drink beer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Two Bearded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
The dog being Q.
You know, that guy stroking his beard like a weirdo. And then his brother, our guest,
Bob.
the least enthusiastic person on the show.
At least about his name.
And behind the camera, the one, the only.
Oscar and Matt.
Thank you. We were actually showing Bob in our break some of the wonderful memes on Off-Screen Matt's page.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants you to not want to see him, so it's fine. Make sure that you check that out. You can see some of the various hats he's worn on the show.
Quite a collection.
Yeah, some of the greatest memes. All sorts. Some great quotes from some famous people. And Louis Armstrong said some great stuff about him.
Glaring reviews from Louis Armstrong's
Yeah,
Ghost.
so I mean, make sure even John's on there quoted saying some nice things about him, and that's weird. So make sure we.
That doesn't happen much.
I'm just waiting for the ghost of Stonewall Jackson. Like maybe I'll get him on there one day.
So make sure you check out Off Screen Matt. Don't forget to follow John and I's personal pages as well. John, especially for his amazing barbecue that he cooks all the time. So it's Mudhog BNQ.
Beer and barbecue.
He also does great. What is it? Queso.
Queso and Cheez-Its.
And Cheez-Its. That was what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of Cheez-Its. Yeah, you should check those out.
Double barrel.
Those are your highest rated views, John. You should embrace them. Like, yes, I am the Cheez-It master.
That should be the only thing you smoke from now on.
By the way, I gave him the idea.
Bob
for
inspired me.
Cheez-Its.
Bob inspired me on the Cheez-Its.
Also follow me, TBG
Stupid.
_ Ops
Yes.
Guy. TBG _ Ops Guy. Mine's mostly still beer themed. I do throw in some random ass shit. And lately I've been into memes. I never was a big meme guy until recently, and
Until
I've
I
been
had
having a little fun
memes
with
cake,
that.
and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to see what these memes are all about.
I do think it was Windmill's fault. I think it's the memes cake. I think it's their fault.
Side note, Carrie asks if he's off-screen Matt, how is he wearing hats on the show? Because while the show is happening, Carrie, I am still wearing hats. And if you would visit my Instagram page, you would see them.
You'll see some of the amazing hats.
I sneak a picture of off-screen Matt every show.
I had a pretty good run there of doing a new hat every episode until we hit about 30. And
Yeah.
then I started scraping barrel. So we got like things like cowboy hats and
Bowlers.
costume bowlers.
Dude, I'm loving tonight's hat.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, it's
No, it's good.
it's the Clockwork Orange level.
I mean, I thought you were brave.
Well, because I survived the tank siege at WW2, and I was the guy that hit on the tank.
Okay, I'll be honest. I've always wanted to wear a boulder, but I mean, I'm a pussies.
See, the recommendation is you go to a costume shop about this time of year. You can get one for $5. Give it a dry run. See what you think.
If you like the look, then you can get it.
If you like it, then you can invest into a high quality one. If not, then you're only out $5. You're like, you know, I'm not a bowler guy.
All right, guys. Our next beer is a one of a kind.
One of a kind.
It is from New Holland Brewing. John picked it up this weekend. It is the Dirty Pumpkin. It is the mix between the Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout and their Pumpkin Stout.
You can literally only get this by going to the brew pub.
I'm apprehensively very excited about this.
Wait, you can only legitimately get this by going to Michigan and having a failed salmon fishing run. And saying, screw it.
And
Let's
going
go
and getting
New
some
Holland.
beer.
Right.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't half of fishing getting drunk anyway? So you just cut part of that out and
I
just
might have
getting
had some Keystones for that. Yeah.
Right. There's
I got a
plenty of
text.
Keystones.
I got a text from John, and it's great because I've been to a shit ton of breweries in that area. And we get it. Matt and I get the text, and it literally just says, "I need breweries for for Holland, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids in that area. Just give me breweries." And I'm like, well, the two I would go to, it was off the top of my head, was just Brewery Vivant is one of my favorites, for food and beer. And then New Holland, you can't go wrong because, yeah, you'll get the old staples,
Yeah.
but their in-tap only stuff, like their in-location stuff, is fantastic.
That place was packed.
Oh, yeah.
It was
It's
insane.
huge, too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place in Holland, Michigan.
Yeah.
That area it's in, very walkable, lots of things to do.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely would recommend going up there.
Was the pumpkin a stout?
I think it's just pumpkin ale.
All right, because I was going to say it's kind of light if it was too stout. So.
Yeah, no.
So it was Dragon Milk Stout, and then,
So which is barrel aged.
yeah, and then just the pumpkin ale.
Yep.
All right, that makes more sense on the body.
See,
You know
that's
what?
where
I
I'm.
haven't had the milk. Yeah.
Dragon's
I'm
Milk.
torn. Like,
I have the variant, and you can buy their base Dragon's Milk.
Just about anywhere.
Whenever, yeah.
which variant do you have? Because they've
Vanilla
done
chai
the what?
just came out. Vanilla chai.
Ooh. 'Cause I've had... They do like all kinds of crazy variants. I've had raspberries really good. I've had cherry. I've not had double chai.
Vanilla.
Or vanilla chai.
Vanilla chai.
I don't mind this beer.
Which
The pumpkin's subtle.
I love standard Dragon Smoke. I'm normally not a pumpkin spice beer guy. This is mixed. It really tones it down.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I'm not in love with it, but this isn't bad.
I'm not. It's not something I'd be like, I need to go up there and get me a crowler of, but
Right.
it's surprisingly good. The pumpkin spice is toned down by the richness of the dragon milk.
Definitely, yeah.
Not all up in you.
Yeah, the dragon's milk still gives it a heavier body than a typical pumpkin ale would be.
Yep.
It's surprisingly
Solid
solid.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, give me a beer and you gave me this, I would not think pumpkin spice.
If I was sitting at the bar,
There's a spiciness to it.
yeah. If I was sitting at the bar, this would be fun as shit to drink. If I'm sitting at New Holland and you look at the
Yeah.
guy, hey, do something fun, and this is what he brought out to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not be upset.
No.
This is that fun, like, try something different for a pint. Like, okay, what are we doing next?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
something
when you
like
go, all right, you did great there. Let's do another one because that's
Like I
interesting.
said, your bartenders at your breweries, they know what blends to make. I promise you.
All right, so I've got a couple of questions here. One, with pumpkin spice beers, is that something that, like, pumpkin spice for pies? Is it the same spice that you're dumping into
Essentially,
beer
it's
to do
same
this?
spice. Yeah.
Okay. And then two, with the blending of beers that you mentioned, John, like, I've been to a few breweries or places that have offered that and do that kind of thing, but it's not something I come up with off top of mind when I go into a brewery, like, hey, what kind of blends would you offer? Like, is that a staple thing that a lot of places would offer, you think?
It's not so
or
much
no?
they offer it. What it is when you work behind the bar long enough,
You get bored.
you get bored, especially on slow days.
Touche.
So you've had all the beers up there probably 40 times when you work behind the bar. So you all of a sudden go, oh,
Well, these
these
two
two
like.
might taste
Right.
okay. And you try and it's like, oh, not quite. And then you change the kind of levels
The
of
ratios.
it. And all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is good. So then when you have a regular pop in, and they're like, man, I kind of want a stout, but I'm kind of tired of... All right, we'll
Whatever.
use Books and Brews where I used to work out. I'm tired of Charlie. Well, have you had,
The
Charlie?
strawberry magic with Charlie.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're, as a regular, you're going, no. Do you want a sample? No, just pour one.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was like, all right.
And then you have somebody who's not a regular overhear that, and then sometimes they can become staple things. Like the Cliff and Charlie combo at Books and Brews at the Mothership has become you can order that and everybody knows what it is. Because regulars were ordering it, non-regulars heard it, and now it's just,
Everybody wants to be included.
yeah.
Keep up with the Joneses.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
And
Because I think it's a neat idea, but I don't know, like, if you went into a brewery, like, is it faux pas? And, like,
No.
do you guys have
So-
or is it just like you go in there enough times, you get some clout,
Just
and then,
ask.
Depends on
and
the
then
brewery.
they know, like, how do you approach getting that
Zwanzig.
situation?
Yep.
Zwanzig, I know, is good for
And
blending.
it's a blend. Yeah.
Because they blend, like, 8 different beers into one, like, here you go, champ. And, like, oh, it's a blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of breweries, even if you're not a regular, if you're just sitting there and you've had a beer or two and you're like, I don't know what to order. Do you guys, what do you like to drink? Do you ever do anything fun with them? A lot of times they'll be like, no.
So that's a good way to
you'll
approach it. I like that
yeah,
style.
No, you'll just order, we just order what's on.
Because like I said, it had to
or
be
you
like
have the guy
someone
go,
that knows.
or you have the guy go, yeah, I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
It's like the McGangbang at McDonald's.
The weird thing, I really enjoy that more than I should, but the name and the actual sandwich
Yeah.
is...
And what is that sandwich? For
it-
everybody out there, you go to McDonald's, you order McGangbang, probably late at night.
No,
right?
don't order it that way, because then you're going to get spit in your burger.
Yeah.
It's gonna like, this it's a cop's burger. Does that mean you got to spit in it? No. Hold the spit in that cop's burger means I'm definitely going to spit in it.
So how do you order the McGangbang?
So I took the classy approach. I order a double cheeseburger, and then I order a McChicken, and then you peel them apart betwixt the 2 beef patties, insert said McChicken, squish it all
Whole
together.
sandwich, including the bread.
Yes.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's the proper way to do this.
All right.
And then you insert it into your face hole. The problem is that which the weird thing is, I would order those 2 items separately, like a long while, and just like kind of bounce back and forth, eat them. So I was bipartisan I segregating my McGangbang and didn't realize it.
He wasn't letting them get the action.
Yeah, and then when I put it together, I was like, oh no, this is really good. But then, like, literally every time that I would eat the McGangbang in the one sandwich, then, like, my heart would hurt. And then, so It's tasty, but do it at your own risk because it might cause a coronary. Like, somehow eating them separately, it worked okay. I had enough blood pressure to keep it up, but putting them into one bite was just enough to, like, my heart was like, nope.
Oh!
I just want to say, McDonald's, listen, if you're watching,
If
you
McDonald's is
definitely
watching, we've done
need
something right.
A McGangbang.
And serve beer.
Well, I mean, they're not even serving breakfast past 10:30 again. They cut off a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think they're going to be like, you know what we need to add? The McGangbang. The most PC item we can have.
Well,
dude.
I don't know about PC, but
Call it the Donald.
I see what you... Wait.
Oh, I get it.
NSA, if you're listening. And by if, I mean you're listening.
You're listening.
I'm going to go home and make a McGangbang.
No, they just need to wait. All right. They're doing, like, presidential... Or not president... That's on the brain. They're doing, like, different celebrities that are making their own meals.
Yeah.
Like, they need to do the Donald Trump, and then it's going to be the McGangbang.
I want to do a McGangbang with a McGriddle.
All right, hold up.
Oh,
Let's
wait.
bring it back.
This is a beer show. It's not a
But
Donald show, isn't it?
what were we doing? What was it?
Bob, is this beer?
This is beer. No, this is good. Dirty Pumpkin is a perfect name for this.
That is.
Yeah, it really is.
John, write that. John McTeller, write that
on the
down.
can.
It's on the can.
Well, I was talking about like for like if
Somebody already wrote it down, dude. So.
Well, if you're
I
asking
got it.
about beer names for
That would be a good
Later
one for
That
us.
one's Hard Dickens cider.
well, yeah, that's fermented back there.
All right,
Cider,
so
Hard Dickens cider.
anyway, back to what we're doing.
It's Dickens hard cider, and the hard's gonna be above. It's like
Dickens
a circular
hard cider?
logo.
Any thoughts on it,
Who's
John?
hard?
Since we've
What?
left the
What's
beer
hard?
talk a long time ago.
Who's hard?
No, I think it's a wonderful blend. It definitely cuts down on the pumpkin, but I'm still getting a lot of the spice,
Yeah.
which blends very well with the Dragon's Milk, which is a kind of a commercial base imperial stout.
But a
That's
good
barrel
one.
aged.
Barrel aged,
It's
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, it's usually
is.
rocking about a 10%, I think, on that typically, right?
And that's something you can only do if
11,
you're,
I think,
that's
actually.
something you can only do if you're the size of New Holland. Have a master distributed barrel aged imperial stout.
I will say that's the first thing that I knew from them, though. I think that was what they kind of cut their teeth on was Dragon's
Oh,
Milk.
yeah,
was.
absolutely.
And then after they had their success with that, then they were
But
like,
to keep up with
doing
it
other
as they
stuff.
do distribution as wide as they do, because they do it,
yeah,
they
do.
hit the entire
They are a
Midwest.
Big one, yes.
They like. How do you keep up with that? That's impressive as hell.
yeah, just semantically, it seems.
Now, when you go in there and see just the tap room, which they brew out of the back, but just the front tap room size alone, you're like,
It clicks.
oh, this is how you do it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The first time I ever walked in there when I was
Montel
visiting
Williams,
my
what's
friends
his
was
song,
very
buddy, or
much
what?
like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
I really wish I had that. This is how we do it, but like,
Anyway.
it's Friday night.
It's got some good roast to it because that's that stout coming through. I think it's fantastic. I'm not mad about getting the blend, although I'm upset I didn't get the peanut butter stout, but whatever.
Score-wise, it's my turn to go first. I'm going to give it... this won't be on Untapped, because there'll be no way to probably put it on there.
Yeah.
Unless some regular put it in there. I like it. Again, it's not enough to search out, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 3.5.
Okay. I was gonna go 3.5 as well. That is where I was at. I thought about a 3.75, but 3.5 is good.
Matt? He forgot who you
He
counted.
forgot it counts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I was like, well, Bob will get the conch first, and then he won't count, and then it'll come to me, and that was not the way it went. It's pretty tasty. It is a unique spin. I love me some Dragon's Milk more than a lot of people do. I can appreciate this blend. It does cut down the pumpkin spice to a more tolerable for me level, but I'm not a pumpkin spice guy really at all. I like it in my pie, and that's about it. Get your minds out of the gutters. Naughties.
I really wish Mrs. Couch was still watching right now.
But no, I think it's deserving of a 3 1/4. I mean, like, at least for the
Yeah, she
novelty,
a long time ago.
or especially like you said, if you're there, this would be a fun thing to try. It's a fun thing to try.
Yeah.
It's not like a repeat beer, but it's a fun experiment to have. Also,
So your score?
3.25.
Okay.
So we're at 3.5.
Also,
That took him a minute.
while I'm talking real quick, David Slivka is on. He was potentially going to be a guest,
really?
but
Yeah, say,
he bowed
David?
out, said he wasn't going to be able to make it. David, good to see you on, sir.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bob, you already said it's a beer. What would your score been?
I mean, seriously, is anybody taking my score seriously?
I do. It's fun.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for you to throw out not numbers.
Okay, so when I hear
say that to
pumpkin, I think of my wife, and I think of the freaking pumpkin spice coffees.
That's
And it
not what
makes
your
me
hands
sick.
say.
That's not what we're having here.
When I think about this, I think about my wife. I mean, just so you can see what you did to me.
Yeah, no, that's... my God. I
Yeah,
hope,
see, you're digging your own grave.
Chris, if you're not watching, I please, I hope you're not watching. But this isn't you.
Yes. It's not you.
You.
It's not you.
But that's okay, because I dig that. All right.
Uncle!
Are you okay?
No, he just called Uncle. Nobody's ever called Uncle on the show, and we've had Rissa on here and Grace.
No, it's a good beer. This is, the way I
it back
see it
around.
is,
Real
if
salt.
I could sit there all night
We
at
call that a
game night
transition.
and playing Lord of Rings or some shit, I could drink this all night. I could definitely.
Oh, I will say the ABV on this, though, because
So
you
a
got Dragon
15.
Book pumped into it, is
A
going to be
15
pretty
is
strong.
what I get.
15.
15, okay.
15, all right.
I bet the ABV is probably around 8, maybe 9.
Unless I'm sure the
probably.
pumpkin spice is cutting it
That'd be my
down,
guess.
but still,
Well,
like, if you're starting
that
with a
may
10
cut it
and a half
down
of it-
because
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what
Lord of Rings might be a long game. If I'm drinking that much alcohol, I'm not going to last that long. So,
That's what she said.
Will you go ahead and rinse us out, Matt?
Yeah.
rinse us, man.
You won't need to after this one, but I'd rather get the pumpkin out before we switch.
That's fair.
Is this like a fluffer?
No, I don't have that title. Yeah.
Sorry.
There it is.
Woo.
Sorry,
There it
man.
is.
Start paying me, I'll think about it.
We don't get paid!
We're still in the barter system.
Wait, where's Kyle? I'm so sorry, Kyle.
Colin over there, he skipped out a while.
Kyle's my son.
Smart.
He may not appreciate me talking about his mother like that.
I don't think he's down here. I think you're good. Oh, God, this is fantastic.
I knew it would be.
During this period right now, I'll remind everybody, in case you tuned in late, follow us on all social medias. We are on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. We have a Discord.
Yes, bitch.
Now.
Bob wants to talk to you on Discord.
I'm on Discord all the time.
He wants to talk to you. It's him and
I just
Cam.
sit there and play my
Have you
stupid
spoken
little
to Cam?
medieval dynasty game, and nobody's there.
We have Untapped, which is where we put all our scores. So make sure you do follow that. Go to our website. Facebook and our website has our merch. So if you love our cool hats, if you want one of the Dickies work
Not
shirts,
for sale on there.
you're not wearing one because you suck.
I'm not representing.
If you like our Dickies work shirts, our t-shirts, we have some cool shit. The baseball tees
Baseball tee.
are fantastic and soft and amazing. So check all that out.
I may need to get
More
one.
mediums
Huh?
on the baseball shirts.
There's mediums.
There wasn't when I went to work.
Well, not our fault.
Yeah, that just means they're literally out of that for the whole company.
Take responsibility. Is your fault?
So
It's not our
Printful,
fault if it takes a month to ship.
evidently
Fine.
Printful is getting the shaft from John's wife right now.
Right, got
And not in a pleasant way.
Brutal. Not the one I enjoy.
Liar.
Damn.
I hope. Oh!
That was a good one.
That was
I
a
kind
good
of
one.
enjoyed that.
See, now John's going to leave for the remainder of the episode.
Yeah, guys.
The table just went up 6 inches. I'm giving you a little
Welcome
credit on
to
that one.
Two Bearded Guys.
Man, stuff's like that's about 5 inches bigger than shit.
6 inches? Really?
Steph's over there going, bullshit! That's
Sorry,
I'm never
Steph.
coming down again.
And she immediately goes back
Yeah.
upstairs.
She regrets it.
Oh, I am somewhat, not my full extent.
So Matt the Fluffer has cleaned the glasses.
Our next beer
That's my
is...
dish bitch duties. I have
Oh,
not
it's
yet
a
reached
fucking
fluffer duties.
nitro. Our next beer is the Brewdog's Jet Black Heart Espresso, Deep Dark Abyss at 6% ABV. It is a nitro can. which means splitting it's gonna suck a little bit, but whatever. Wake up! Jet Black Heart Espresso Nitro Stout has been delivered to you by popular demand. Decadent to the core and loaded with heaps of oatmeal, this brew delivers a red carpet of silky opulence, overflowing in notes of bitter cocoa, roasted coffee, and dark berry fruits. Espresso Jet Black Heart plunges you into the deep, dark abyss. Jet Black Heart, beer to blacken your soul.
I feel like opulence was a $5 word.
Bob's alley.
Opulence?
Yeah, that's
I just
$5.
want to point out that I read that in that tone without a single mess up.
Yeah,
I
was
had to
impressed.
question
I was going
the
to come
by
back around
popular
to that.
demand thing. I mean, who was writing this company saying, dude,
Brewdog's pretty damn popular.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Dude, make a coffee cup.
In the rest of the world, they're kind of a big deal.
It's just
Salina,
coffee.
Ohio
It's
might not
espresso.
know what they are yet.
Salina,
but-
Ohio. They definitely do.
Ohio should know. They have the damn Brewdog hotel in
I
Columbus.
said Salina, Ohio. I very much
did say
qualified that
Salina.
to a very specific...
But still,
I mean,
Oh,
Salina's a step
Tyler-
above Fort Recovery.
Wow, I can't talk. Carrie has a good note for Tyler there that should have been read in a Scottish accent.
that wasn't happening.
Will you try, though?
He
No.
did do a pretty enthusiastic read, though. You can always tell when Tyler gets a little more excited about beer because he'll throw some sauce on his reading it. Other times, he's like, well, this is a long thing. I'm going to half-ass this. And then he just gets through it. And then, or other times when he's really checked out, he's like, there's a story here. You're not getting it. And-
I've done that before. No.
But like when he's like, well, this beer says, like in his best salesman voice.
Come on, I didn't have a single flub in that either. That's pretty impressive.
Which I will give you that, especially with the emphatic voice.
And this time of night, like, come on. If I was
It is
gonna,
hour 2.
You're not wrong.
We're gonna flub during hour 2.
I nailed that.
David is even seconding the Scottish accent read. I mean,
Yes.
next time we get Brewdog, you got to read about Scott, all right?
All right.
Was that words?
Have you heard Scottish people talk?
They don't. I could just mumble and everybody understand. Like, oh, that's Scottish. Yeah.
There you go.
No,
It's coffee.
I can smell it. That's for damn sure.
It's a Jet Blackheart, though.
It's kind of...
Ooh, it smells really. You get
Yeah.
you get that. Oh, Bunny even thirds. Bunny jumped on. Hey, Bunny.
Bunny!
You get
What
that
up, Bunny?
that nitro creaminess just on the nose.
Yeah,
Lighter-
it's creamy on the nose.
Yeah.
It's a little bit thinner body than you would expect.
6%.
Not really.
It's almost out, right?
I mean, it's a,
but
it's a
it's
mass
still, it's still
marketed-
just a little bit. Like it's, you get the creaminess and then it's a weird finish because it's a little thin. But it's still really good.
It does. Yeah, it feels weak.
I'll give you that,
Oh,
but
that's
I'm
really good, though.
kind of coming to this more with the mindset of like a Guinness type of body, and that's more what I'm getting.
Oh, that's what you're getting, yeah. But it's just, it's
Oh.
weird because the creaminess and the smell
But this has got a
give you that
nicer-
anticipation of a slightly heavier.
This has got a nicer, like, frothy. Not you, but
And I'm okay with that.
I'm into that.
That's fine.
Oh, I thought this was actually a real person. Does want to become famous? Yes. Oh, buy followers. Want want. Bunny also says you need to say feck, and that makes it Scottish.
Back.
I am a
It's not
redneck
that.
from Indiana. I don't speak in a Scottish accent.
Yeah, in fairness, Bunny, he doesn't say feck. He says fuck.
Y'all is one of my favorite words.
What?
There isn't many Scots saying y'all.
Boy, you hand me that fucking ranch. Like the best thing was like on the water thing that we did for New Jersey? Oh, y'all made it up to Indiana, huh? Yep, sure did.
Yeah, when I dropped the y'all on them,
Those New York guys.
they all paused.
They did,
Like
they
one
did.
guy
They're like,
immediately was
"What?
like,
He said
"Oh, so
y'all."
y'all made it up from the south to Indiana."
No, they paused, took a breath. You could see them all look off screen to try to look at each other through the screens. They all somehow connected eyes, and then someone dropped that. Y'all made it up to Indiana, huh?
But
TBG.
Bob, John, what do you guys think?
If this were a heavier Imperial Stout, I would be tempted to give it a 5. This is fantastic. This is so good.
Very drinkable. The espresso is fantastic.
Yes.
What was the
It
percentage?
drinks 6
So
six.
enough, but drinkable.
6%.
You can have a few of these. Still
Yeah.
keep your shit together.
Yeah,
It realistically drinks like coffee instead of beer.
It's fantastic.
It drinks like a Guinness.
Yeah.
But it's even like the nitro finish or the nitro feature on this, the gimmick, if we will, to rip off
Drecker.
of Drecker. Like this nitro is way better done than Guinness's nitro.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is way
100%.
creamier. It really helps the aromatics of it severely more than theirs do.
Thin body, but it holds up.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
nitro.
which I really wasn't expecting a heavy body. I would prefer them. I prefer them thick.
Thick.
We know this, but yeah. From thick, but
Get right in it.
but I wasn't expecting that out of this. Between being a mass marketed, brew dog coffee
Yeah.
stout, I was like probably not gonna get that thick, but it's good. It's creamy.
Fantastic.
It's got a good flavor. Brewdog, I mean, they're become a big thing for a
Oh, yeah.
reason. They know what they're doing, and this is proof of
They've
that.
been a bit
Bob,
hit
what
and miss
about-
for me, but
What about you, man?
I've not really had too much.
You
of
haven't
that
had a chance to talk yet.
I hope you guys aren't looking for a sponsorship.
Is this beer?
No, say what you're gonna say.
I don't think it's beer. If I was looking at a night of playing Pandemic or Gloomhaven or whatever, I wouldn't drink this shit.
I would.
they keep you up.
Oh, I would
Espresso.
drink this shit.
I wouldn't. I'm not into it.
That's fair.
If it's not your bag, I get that. That was
All
me
right.
on the
It's not.
IPA.
So, guys,
It's a good. If I needed to pick me up and I wanted a coffee, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But I couldn't drink it all
I need to
night.
get Bob a PBR.
all right.
So it's
for
just not
those
your
of you-
style.
So,
Yeah.
what is your style? What do you drink at home?
There has to
He
be
drinks
a little.
both kinds. He's got PBR and Bush.
There has to be a little bit of. There has to be a little bitter.
That's be a little bit of.
A little what?
Bitter.
A little
Bitter.
bitter.
A little bitter.
Little bitter.
So that's why he's like the IPAs a little better so far.
Yeah, he
Right.
enjoyed the IPAs.
Okay.
Right.
But what's in your fridge at home? Give
In
us an
my
idea.
fridge at home, honestly. Do you want me to say it? Because we're not a.
Whatever it
Hey,
is.
I drink Keystone Light. And I praise that shit.
Yeah, he does.
That's a
He's weird.
5 for me.
Muller's Barn, Wally Red.
Yeah, we've got that.
Oh, that's one of them over there, right? We're
that's
gonna have
my
that next
beer.
week, I think.
That's my beer. Muller's Barn, Wally Red.
And I tried this
Wally
weekend.
Post Red.
It's a beautiful blend of malty, bitter.
Nice.
It's just a great blend.
Awesome. Okay.
Real quick, just because you guys look to be cogitating a little, taking the M, got some comments. Bunny says, "What type of squirrel goes with the redneck beer pairing?" And then
Ooh.
Sarah,
I can actually give you.
Right?
I know about
Crazy
4.
squirrel.
I can give you about 4 or 5 good squirrel recipes if you need them, Bunny.
well, Sarah Burns jumps in right after a champ says, "The kind you find on the side of the road."
Whoa!
I mean, it's a great response.
I like shooting mine, thank you. But
And-
Sarah, what is up?
Yeah,
What's up, Sarah?
you prefer to pick out the buckshot of your squirrel before.
Oh, I use a 22. I'm not buckshot that. That's cheating.
And David says, "PBR guy, appreciate that. We have all ends of the spectrum."
I introduced some friends to PBR hard coffee last weekend.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I've never seen drinks disappear so fast in my life. It was hilarious. They're like, "Oh my god, it's alcoholic yoo-hoo," and I'm like, "I know."
Yes, it is.
Dude, you
Well,
like
I have to say, as far as if you were looking for a coffee taste or espresso taste or whatever, this is good. This nails it.
Speaking of which, we do need to score. We've been really slow on that.
Should we do a
today.
rinse on these before the next?
Probably.
This is
It's
a
up
little-
to you.
Little frothy.
Especially after this one. Yeah.
This is a bit foamy. I won't say frothy. Frothy was our first beer. This is foamy.
Yeah.
Do.
Thanks, sir.
So score-wise, John, you were first.
I am first.
Yep.
You got first or last?
I think it's fantastic, and like I said, if it was a thicker body, I'd be considering a 5.
But it's okay because he's into that.
I'm into that. That's fine.
No, I was talking about him, but you
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I mean, I can't help it. I have to think of beers as in. If I'm in there for 5 or 6 hours, can I drink this
Whoa.
for 5 or 6 hours?
Whoa! 5 or 6 hours? Good for you.
You definitely missed what we were referring to right there, but
Wait,
I'm okay with it.
5 or 6
You're
hours?
into it for 5 or 6 hours. That's
5 or 6 hours is weird for you? What's wrong with you, bro?
damn it.
5 or 6 minutes? No. John, score.
I'm gonna go 4.25. It's fantastic. And I will go find this again, and it's really good.
It's convenient that we have a brew dog in Indianapolis
Yes.
too.
We can go
Matt,
there sometime.
yeah, John and I went one time for lunch
Thanks for the
while we were
invite.
working.
Oh.
It was
while
back
we
when we
were
worked
working.
for Rad and Books and Brews,
Oh, okay.
and
We had a business meeting.
yeah, we had a great business meeting,
Good for
and
you guys.
I got drunk. Anyway, but Matt, what's your score?
That was good. That was like what I imagine I would like a Guinness to be.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It's like the ideal Guinness. It's very well executed. It is that thinner body, so personal preference doesn't quite appeal to me as much. And while it is a good flavor, it's not super robust. I definitely like it, appreciate it for what it is. It's a solid 4. I would like to have more. I will probably go out and find it more later.
Yeah.
Just not my above 4. Not quite there yet.
I'm going to go buy more because one of my best friends is a massive Guinness fan. It's his all-time beer, yada, yada, yada. Now, he has good craft beer that he likes, too. But for some reason, Guinness is like his...
Is it a stone?
I-
It's his stone?
Yeah. I want to sneak one of these, pour him a beer, hand it to him, and just watch him drink it, and be like, yeah.
That's what you
Yeah,
wish
because
you had.
this
This is what you wish Guinness was.
Yeah, it's grown-up Guinness is what it tastes like.
I'm actually going to agree with both of you. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 4 average.
Yep.
Easy math.
That is... that was tasty. I really wasn't expecting a lot out of it. We kind of threw that in today. Actually, because Bob's here, we weren't sure if he liked stouts or not. So
A 10.
we threw it in.
There it is.
I was getting ready to say what your score would be, and you said 10. So
The man knows comedic
that
timing.
surprised us. I'm very happy
It
with
did
it.
surprise us.
No, for espresso, yeah, it's good. If that's what you're looking
Woo!
for.
He's from. You can definitely tell where he's from because he threw that X in espresso there.
He did.
What?
Espresso.
I want the cooler.
They're the cooler.
What's wrong with that? What?
It's espresso.
Yeah, what? It's what you want it to be.
That's a fair answer.
Good answer.
Hey, everybody makes fun of my ass for the way I talk. I gotta give somebody shit. This is from the brewery. By the way,
Aptly named.
that's
Oh,
like
this is
lazy
the
as
other
shit. We're gonna spell it brewery, but spell it different.
Oh, I just realized this is the guys that did the chocolate stout that I was.
Yep.
I might have retracted my
Too late.
my looking forward
Ver-
to it if I knew that now.
This is the Vermont Sticky Maple Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with maple syrup and natural flavor added. 11.3%, so you're going to be happy.
Nope, I'm back on.
There we go. Brewed and canned by the brewery in California. We secured
Wait a minute. California's doing maple?
We
That's
scoured the countryside of the Green Mountain State to find the perfect
that's
maple
good.
syrup companion to this rich barrel-aged imperial stout. Sticky and decadent with a subtle sweet and big, bold mouthfeel.
Uh-oh. They owe Tyler a nickel.
They used my word, damn it.
Ding.
I don't see. Ding. It could have been right there.
Right there.
We need the bicycle chain. Chain.
I can already tell you it's not quite as thick as I wish it was. It's not pouring like motor
How often
oil.
have you heard that, Tyler? Oh.
I don't know. When I hear mouthfeel, I'm like, oh, this is going to be bullshit.
It's too late now. Moment passed.
Okay.
I was too pleased with my own antics to.
God damn it, man.
Matt,
Yo.
can.
Smells artificial.
Yeah, I don't get quite as much of a nose as I'd like.
It did say other natural flavors. God damn it.
It didn't say other. It said maple syrup and natural flavors. I could read it really well on Can.
And natural flavor added, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Oh,
Matt.
so sorry. I threw an other. It's fine.
You threw a. I don't even know what. I don't know. It's not a over under through song. It's not one of those.
Okay, I have to really try to smell the maple.
Yeah.
You get it more on the tongue.
I don't know. Let's do the old smaller swirl.
We all were, except for you.
I was trying to sniff it on its own. All right, give it its own merits.
We need to tell Kevin he needs to pay us so we can shout him out every time.
Okay, this is the first beer I've ever swirled.
Did you swirl? Smell.
Okay, well, okay, yeah. After swirling, yeah, I smell. I taste the maple.
Yeah.
Swirling.
I don't know. You gotta get about 2 nostrils deep in it to get the maple, but it's there.
The maple.
Yeah, that was
Maple.
It's a pretty soft mouth.
bacon a hillbilly. Get that maple. But no, like when I tilt the glass and really like nose into it, I can get it, but it's not like nose forward.
When I sniff and I actually drown a little bit, I can get that maple.
Oh, it's too much for me.
Yep, got it.
Would that be a short pour? That reaction?
I didn't see it.
It's too much. I can't.
It was on Can, so we kind of missed that. I didn't realize it. I didn't know the magic was
Damn.
getting ready to happen. I didn't even see it because
So
I'm
you want
watching
John
the
to drink
monitor.
yours?
I'm like one of those people that records everything
Oh,
puts on
he's,
Instagram instead
he's
of living.
struggling because the inner, like, I ain't no bitch, and the I don't like this
Mama
are
didn't raise
competing
no
right
bitch.
now.
Hey, Mama
Mama
didn't raise no
couch.
bitch. Except Justin.
Oh, that doesn't have anything to do with it. That's,
We're gonna actually add one beer tonight because we have a little time. So
okay.
if-
Muller's Brew Barn.
that's actually what we're gonna add.
Wally.
Okay.
Okay.
That's actually literally what we're gonna have.
That's my beer.
Yep. So I figure we'll go ahead and add it since we're gonna have a little time at the end, anyways.
It's not bad. It's a little bit artificial.
Yeah.
It's very artificial. What are you talking about?
It coats your tongue. I haven't had a sip in a while because I've been laughing at all this, and it literally it's just there.
But from a beer standpoint, if you could separate the maple out of it, the beer standpoint, the beer's not bad. Like it's a
not my
solid
favorite
base
thing.
beer.
It's okay. I don't know. This reminds me a lot of.
it is.
But you take away the maple. But you gotta take away the maple. The
I
maple.
can't take away the maple. The maple's all the flavor.
You know.
I wonder if it's
I was
the same.
really looking forward to that.
I was too, and then I realized it was the brewery that did the other beer, and then when that dawned on me, just meow.
The brewery's gonna join 903 if they're not careful.
Well,
They're not
It's
as
not that bad.
it's not that bad.
I'm not talking
And I will say,
in
like,
viability.
at the 10% range. I mean, I got to give him a tip of the hat on just that.
See, I'm
alone.
not saying in the range of as bad a beer like 903's had some.
Really bad beer.
I'm talking
good.
viability. Like if I'm on Taver, which is where we've gotten the brewery beers,
Yeah.
and the brewery pops up, to me, I'm starting to say it's a pass. Because we know where it's going to end up. It's going to end up in that 2.5 to 3 range, maybe. It's artificial in taste. So far, every beer we've had by them has been that way.
Well, I wonder if this is the same base beer they used for the other one that we had.
Well, the only thing that's been on there is stouts, so...
Well, that's because like this one and that one both, I feel like they, because I bought 2 cans of those, so I was excited, and then when I drank the second one, I was equally as underwhelmed as I was on here. And
He's
then
brushing his tongue.
yeah, it was. I saw that. That was a short pour right there. That one was on camera. But like this one and that one taste very similar to my recollection. Like I know this is maple and that was chocolate, but the aftertaste tastes the same. Once the maple drowns out, this tastes the exact same as that one did. It's the initial upfront flavor where you get that. Here's the flavor that we're doing on this beer, and then once that immediate flavor drowns out, it tastes like the same beer.
All right, I'm going to apologize just a little bit. We
Yeah.
did give Hold the Spoon Black Chocolate Cake a good score.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
Two Bearded Guys gave it a 4.
I don't remember loving
So
it.
I am thinking of something else. So I apologize to the brewery. This one still sucks, but I
think
apologize
this-
to the brewery.
I think this base beer is good. I think the maple is I think they did a bad job with the maple.
Yeah, we gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 as well. So
On the
that
record
means
show,
it
my
was-
score didn't count that episode.
Right.
Well, that's how we
never
prefer
does.
it. That's how we prefer it.
So I can stand behind my statements that I made.
Who goes first?
This is 8, so it would be Matt.
I mean, this is it's not like terrible. It's just not like, man, this is something to rave on. It's definitely drinkable, and at the 11% that it's at,
11.3?
yeah, 11 and change. I mean, like I gotta give it.
Yeah.
It wins a little leeway, yeah, a little leeway with that, just because it's making me talk in like child syllables.
So 50-cent words.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is he going to give us a
Boring.
Boring.
3 1/4.
That was a long way to get there.
I was trying to like figure it out as I was talking, and then you guys kept interrupting me.
What sucks is I really want to like contradict him either up or down just because it took so damn long.
Yeah.
But instead, I think 3.25 is pretty accurate. I think it has a shot at being okay. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm giving it a 3. I'm dropping it down to 3. The artificialness of the maple syrup bugs me because maple syrup is a thing you can get.
Well, it
easily.
said maple syrup and natural flavors, so
They
it's,
probably should have kept the natural flavors out.
So, I mean, if the can is correct, it's not artificial.
I'm going 3.
It's been
Natural flavors is still the shit we say is artificial because technically they call extracts natural, but they're not.
Oh, okay. I don't know that brewery world lingo how that differentiates.
So I think the base beer is a solid base beer. The mouthfeel is awesome. Nice body to it.
Thank you.
Thick.
It's not that
It's
thick.
not thick.
It's not thick.
But it's a nice body. It's not thin by any means.
Is this thick or is this just a nice body? I'm not sure.
Bob?
I don't think we've totally
Listen, if I was in a game of
said he's completely bypassing
Oh,
that.
wait, 3 1/4. 3 1/4.
if I was
3.25.
if I was in a game with Game of Thrones, the board game,
Not
which
the
is
real, not
fucking
the
awesome,
live action.
by the way.
It was awesome.
The first time I tried this, I'd be like, "Get the fuck this! What the fuck is that?"
Grab that other beer. Matt, will you rinse?
Yeah.
I can't do it. So
Speaking of Game of Thrones games, have you played Game of Thrones Risk?
no, but
It is fun as shit.
Risk ruins friendships.
So the Game of Thrones Risk includes like the wall and shit. It adds a really cool element to Game of Thrones. It's fun. It's fun.
The Game of Thrones board
Or not to
game
Game of Thrones, to Risk.
is
Sorry.
on Steam
Risk.
now as a PC game.
Nice.
Risk Game of Thrones
Yeah.
at the wall.
Yeah, it has the wall, has you can play a couple different ways in it. It includes the wall with like the White Walkers coming down. It's interesting.
That would be interesting.
It gives it. My buddy had it. One of my old roommates, and we all used to love Risk. We'd play against each other, and the guy who always got his ass kicked bought the Game of Thrones one, hoping that would change things. It didn't, but you know he bought it for that reason, and we had a blast with it. It added some cool elements. Obviously, the map's based off of Game of Thrones, so it changes it up.
No.
No.
I'm getting the death glare. Like, Tyler's the only person I can ever see.
Can you hand me those glasses, Bob? That's kind of the best part, is because I'm the only one that you can see. Whatever face I make, you're
God.
like, is other people doing
Yeah, I know.
that?
I'm stuck looking at Tyler's face the entire time. Or I was looking at the screen, so I watch the screen. Brett Pittsford says, long story off screen, Matt, but could be a short pour. We call that friendly, lovingly ball busting right there.
The last beer of the night is going to be the Moeller Brew Barn out of Maria Stein, Ohio, correct?
Yes.
All right. It's called the Wally Post Red. This is an American red rye ale. Oh, and it has a little verbiage, so we'll go ahead and give it all of the love.
And an accent?
Probably not. In the build it and they will come era of Moeller Brew Barn, we set out to brew a great American red. Now it's a beer with a delicious hop juiciness and a complex malty backbone. A catch in the rye malt spiciness, one that carries the name of a local baseball legend.
Baseball. That's
You know
your
what?
thing.
You emphasize
This is
really
a-
well to be like a announcer of some sort, but you
This-
just don't have the voice for it.
If I had John's voice and my inflections, it'd be perfect.
Exactly.
This is a 5.4 ABV. Oh no, I agree 100%. I always have said that I have a face for radio and a voice for silent film.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree.
And-
But your inflection is on point.
That's pretty good.
If you can inflect with John's voice,
yeah,
you got this.
back when I used to host trivia, especially at Books and Brews
Did you
Broad
just
Ripple,
moo?
Hello.
I would always, like, especially if I had a lot of new teams, I would always be like, hey, welcome to, Books and
You
Brews
just
Broad
say
Ripple.
new, not nude,
Nude.
right? All right.
Sorry that I'm your host tonight. I keep and I was dating someone at the time. My girlfriend always tells me I have the face for radio and the voice for silent film, so you'll just have to bear with me. And looking at people not knowing if you're being serious or joking,
That uncomfortable, I want to laugh,
especially
but
when
I
I
can't.
was engaged, like my fiance tells me, and I'd be like, I have a face for radio and a voice. They would look at me like, I don't know to feel bad for you, or like, is he joking?
And a body for.
Is he?
I never got to that, but well, that's because I have the body of a god. That god just happens to be Buddha. And every time my bosses in baseball tell me I need to get in shape, I always say I already am. Circles
Round.
shape.
Right.
Girl is the shape.
Right. No. Triangles.
Triangles.
Are you talking about side profile or what? Like is Madonna impersonation?
I got wide enough shoulders and not a true triangle, so I'm a circle.
I'm a barrel. It's fine.
You're a rectangle, dude.
He wishes he was a rectangle.
Here, hold on. I gotta make sure the cock's on film.
It was.
Gotta make sure it's on there.
I can tell you that in Salina, Ohio, their drive-through liquor store.
Is this the best
This is pretty
brewery
much
in
the
Salina, Ohio?
This is pretty much the only craft beer they have.
All right, you have to stop there right now. Drive-through liquor store.
Which is
you
true.
can't beat that.
No, it's
Better
amazing.
than Indiana.
I've been to
Right.
multiple states, and the great state of Ohio is the only place that I've been to that has drive-throughs.
Louisiana has drive-through daiquiris.
They do? Okay.
Yeah.
I said, now, Bob, would you like to take the wheel here and explain to the interwebs and the world how the drive-thru works for those that don't have them in their states?
That's a no.
Looks like a hard no.
No, because I don't. Because what?
So imagine a barn that you drive through and
The middle of.
Yeah, and you tell a stranger, I would like a case of Coors Light. They
No,
hand to
because
you,
when
you
I
don't
go
exit
through
your
the
car.
drive-through and I say I want
2
black
cases of more.
rum, I have to go in to get it. So
Well,
it's
yeah.
not perfect. But
Yeah, because they don't do liquor in the drive-thru.
right, if I have to do hard liquor, I have to go into the store.
Yeah, you
so
can't
It's not,
liquor-
it's not perfect.
You gotta get out of your car to liquor.
Right.
Now, up in Michigan.
Now, Bunny says Alaska has them.
all right.
Well, it's
I
because
can
nobody
believe
wants
that.
to get the fuck out of their car.
Valid point. Valid
Or
point.
Alaska is fucking free state, dude. It's a true freaking state.
I mean, we're a state.
Alright, I'm gonna be stupid there.
All right, David is saying that Colorado has them, which is funny because when I was in Colorado, I did not remember seeing
I
them.
will be there in December, and I will look.
Yeah.
Yeah, confirm for
I will
us.
take David was
Where?
there, I think, not too long ago. I will take his word. Funny enough, Brett says, Salina, Ohio. Shout out to someone else other than me. Brett knows Salina? All right.
Maybe.
Fuck if I
Dude.
know.
I
Okay.
drive.
I mean, he's your brother.
He never lived there or anything.
Brother.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Up in Michigan,
Must be the Pittsburgh side of it.
I was at the Myers, and I'm assuming this is the same at other places, but they sell cold beer
Oh, yeah.
at the Myers.
Most states
And I'm just
sell
like,
beer. My favorite's the cold beers at gas stations when you head south.
No, if you're in Ohio, Speedway has the beer fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Beer cave.
You
Whatever.
can always tell when you leave Indiana.
Because there's beer
anywhere,
everywhere.
basically. Yeah. my favorite is none of us would ever buy beer like when we were going on spring break to Florida or something. We'd just grab it on the way because we could drink it in the car. It was already cold.
Did Indiana ever change the law where you can actually buy shit on Sunday?
We
No, we
can't.
finally
like-
did.
2
Did they?
years ago.
Did they?
So we can buy on Sundays. We still can't get cold beer at a gas station, but you know.
It's got to be
This is
noon or later.
refreshingly...
Noon-
The weird thing
Yeah.
with Ohio is you have to go to, like, if I want rum,
I'm a little
which
shocked
is my
with it.
go-to drink, black rum.
Especially if this is his
You have to go to a
favorite beer.
certain store. You can't just go to.
No
anywhere,
offense to Bob.
dude.
I was expecting like PBR Solana
So
edition.
annoying.
Literally, Matt and I are having a conversation
It's
making
amazing.
fun of Bob right
It's
now.
amazing. Yeah,
Hey, that's
Not
fine.
making fun. I'm just
I mean,
stating
It's a
things.
solid. This
That's
is a
why
solid beer.
I'm here.
This is-
I'm here.
This is actually really good, Bob. Like
Oh,
this is refreshing.
okay.
I'm getting a little like apricot-ish kind of like.
So
Apricot.
So the reason
It reminds
Brett
me-
knows Salina is that's where my nephew will be going to college next semester
Oh, there you go.
to play baseball for Wright State Lake.
Is it college in Salina?
Wright State Lake. You're playing baseball for Wright State Lake?
My nephew is, yeah.
Okay, listen, dude. I don't need to, you know. Wright State Lake? Seriously, dude?
Yeah, he'll be a freshman getting starter time, so he ain't upset.
Sounds like a touche.
They're starting catcher Torres ACL this winter.
This
Or
Okay,
this
I
fall.
mean, you go, dude. You do you. But
This reminds me. Did anyone else ever had Magic Hat number 9? Like, remember like the first time you had that, you're like, oh my god, this is like what beer could like. Because
How we do it. Oh, sorry.
Well, no, it's kind of like that edge of like the forefront of craft beer on my like trying craft beer was like I had Gumball Head, which was not my jam. I had Magic Hat
Shocker.
9, which I was like, okay, I can do this. This is like got an interesting, unique new flavor from that.
So you're saying Magic Hat 9 is the reason we can thank you for being on the show?
Not exactly, but it was definitely my first toe in the water on the craft stuff that I did like. And then when I found stouts, then I was
So-
like balls deep. But Magic Hat 9 was the one that the
So
first
like-
one.
This deep.
Doesn't
Yeah.
even make ripples.
I have small toes, okay? Don't judge me. That might be webbed. But yeah, no, that's the one. That's the first one I remember trying and actually really enjoying. And this reminds me a lot of that in the flavor. And that's where I'm like, I got scolded a little bit for apricot. But I was like, no, like Magic Hat 9 had that kind of apricot flavor to the finish of it. I feel like I'm getting that same kind of finish out of this.
It's balanced really well.
This is really good.
Yeah. You get a little bit of the spiciness from the rye. You get a little bit of hoppiness. You get a little bit of sweetness from the caramel and malts, and it's just balanced beautifully.
yeah, this is my everyday beer. This is when I drink.
You have a
beer,
lot of
this
good
is what
days,
I
then,
drink.
don't you, friend?
It's a good...
Only on the weekends.
So what I think is it's the perfect lawnmower beer if you're not wanting a light beer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a lawnmower beer.
This is
Exactly.
This
crushable.
is, I can come home from work and drink it. I can have a good day and drink it, bad day and drink it. I need to do yard work, paint the house,
I can
whatever
be
the fuck
outside.
it
I
is.
can be inside.
This is the everyman craft
I can
beer.
be on the beach.
And
I can be
Moe's,
playing corn.
Brew
This
Bar,
is-
Maria Stein, if you're listening, god damn it, give me a goddamn gift certificate or something.
Yeah. This is.
Because it's good.
We're going to tag them. We'll see if we can make that happen.
We'll do what we can.
Yeah.
So
We
very
know
little.
people.
Very little.
Yeah, we have very little influence, but we have little influence.
Listen, we talked about this during the break. I had a California brewery reach out to me about distributors in Indiana. Like, there's
Did you tell him about Indie Craft
a
Brew?
little bit of clout.
Technically, he could.
He's technically a distributor, right?
He is, technically.
Boom.
Ooh.
That's a weird dynamic, but I think that would
See if
actually
I can
work.
work that
I
out.
think that would actually work.
And then that could pipe over some
We
of like
make
the
our-
biggest, like let's clamor over 450 stuff. Hey, just thinking out, talking shop on the shop here.
But, so normal. So anyway, but with this beer, straight up,
That's a good thought.
I do mean it. It truly is the everyday
called
craft
cross-marketing,
beer.
John.
It's the all day, every day, whatever you're doing craft beer. It's the everyman beer.
Now, literally, this could be applicable for anything you're doing. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't think of a bad time to drink this. Like,
No.
like a lot of people are like stouts. Oh, it's too hot out. Like, well, you're a pussy. But then, like, this is like, oh no, this, you could drink this year round and have no problem with it.
Now, are there other beers that maybe I want to drink in certain situations more?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if this is what I reach in and pull out of
I'm super
a
happy
cooler,
with
I would not be mad at
I
it.
am not going to be upset. Whether I'm at the campfire, painting the house,
Yeah.
or just had sex. This is a great beer to pull out of the cooler.
Except for the just have sex. This is exactly what I use it for.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not sure which one of those, Tyler, but we just got a sea of hearts. I'm going with the painting the house, maybe the fishing. But someone really loved
Mama
that.
Dana really likes his just have sex.
She left, remember? She got the hell off.
Mama Couch is smashing that heart.
Oh, no.
She never said bye.
No.
We don't know.
No!
It is my turn to go first on the score. I'm not going to seek it out, obviously. It's hard to say an everyman beer is a seek it out beer. But it has its place in a very good situation.
Really
You know,
good.
instead of Keystone, you know, for his everyman
Don't
beer,
you point at me like
this
that.
would be a great one to turn into your everyday beer.
Yeah.
I'll
For
give you
me,
that.
it's PBRs. What's usually in my fridge or Coors Light. This could easily replace those. I'm gonna give it. Hey, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Like, I'm very happy with it. It's definitely above average. It fits any situation, and there is nobody you're gonna hand that to, no matter what kind of style they like, that
gonna
can't
do it.
drink it.
Yeah.
It might not be their favorite beer. They might even go, well, this isn't my thing. But
They're
they're
not
not
gonna
gonna
bob
turn
it.
it down.
Yeah.
And if you hand them another one for free, guess what? They're gonna
gonna
drink
drink
it
it.
too. So I'm giving it a 3.5.
I was also 3.5, so that's where I'm at as well. It's super drinkable. Great job. I'm not going to go over to Salina and buy this.
Yeah.
But if I'm going over to Bob's house because we're doing some barbecuing, because we do that sometimes, and he's got this, I'm going to be really happy.
Wait, do couches duel your meat? Is that what you're saying?
2 couches, 1 grill.
Oh, now we're
Yeah,
working
there
it.
is, there
Yeah.
it is.
No, they work it at the grill.
We do.
But anyway, before we get to Matt's score, even though he
I
is
love that
the,
helped to hurt it.
even though Matt's the other score that
What do we do with
counts
the grill?
today,
We work it.
Bob, who doesn't count right now, what would you grade?
This is my
It's your
everyday-
baby. What do you
This
do?
is my everyday beer. This is what I buy. This is what when I'm mowing the lawn, when I'm freaking cleaning out the
What he's
basement.
freaking.
After you had sex?
When he's freaking.
Well, I don't have sex anymore, dude. But this is it. This is it.
Matt, what's your score?
Before I get to my score, David's asking a good question. John, I might target this to you, and maybe Bob yourself, if you're
Okay.
both men of
Fuck
meat.
you.
Minute meat, definitely. We're
Dave-
always looking for new meat.
Cheeses and queso.
Yeah, so Bob. Now, David asked what would be a good food pairing for this beer. I don't really think it'd be good or bad with anything. Like, I think it would go with about whatever, but I know you guys might have a better answer or more particular than that. But
Honestly, I would say a nice chicken. I mean, steak makes sense. The red meats make sense with the style. But to go away from the more obvious, I would have to say chicken. Like a nice, hearty, not fried, roasted, thick, crispy skin. Mostly because I just didn't want to say red meats because that's the obvious.
I think
It is the obvious, if you have something that's a little bit spicy,
Hold on. He disagreed with me, and he had to say it quietly because I think it killed him.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Sure,
so
I had to
don't
think about it. I was like, wait a minute.
He literally was like, I think I agree.
it's malty sweet enough that if you have something that's spicy, it's going to counteract that really well. So I not Mexican per se, but
I was thinking
No,
that
definitely
myself,
not
actually.
Mexican.
But
No, it wouldn't go with
No.
if there's something that has a little bit of spice to it, this could counter maybe wings or something.
Telling you, I see chicken. Like that was
Yeah.
one of the first things I thought of when that
Yeah.
question popped up.
You get some really spicy
Something
hot
with
wings.
something with either a nice thick, crispy, roasted, like smoky skin, or even a hot wing. Either one, either the smoky or the hot,
Spicy.
I think would give it that would match up real well.
I definitely had to say chicken.
It popped into my head immediately when he said that question. Red meat's the easy answer because it pairs with anything malty ever.
Yeah, yeah.
But chicken was the first thing that popped into my head.
It would be a good mix. Great question, David.
yeah, and to answer your question, I'm gonna go a little bit above you guys.
Oh, is he finally giving us his fucking score?
Well, now we're getting back to the score, but for a red, like that is really it's crushable. It's got a good drinkability. It's got ABV. Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
my tongue
What is
disappeared
that,
there.
baby?
I think he was saying ABV.
That's what I
okay.
meant to say.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go like a 3.75. Actually, I'm gonna get a little extra bump on there. It's not quite the search it out level, but that's a really damn good. And for that
Really damn good red.
nostalgia factor of taking me back to the first time I had Magic Hat 9.
You went on and
I
on
know, it
and
re-
on about that. It's fine.
I mean,
So that does give us a 3.5 average.
I'll end the show right now. I have the power. I'm like He-Man.
Well, we've reached our last beer of the night. So, when it comes down to it, beer of the night, Matt, you're first.
Actually, surprisingly for me, I'm gonna go with what we just had. That was a big surprise for me.
All right. John?
Might not be the best, but it's my favorite probably.
I think the one that stands out the most to me is the very first one we had. That
The Colada Mango?
smoothie Colada Mango.
That thing was interesting. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, you can't say Wally Post. What beer was your beer of the night? Here, I'll even set these up to help you.
It's good beer tonight.
That's a good night.
More alert.
You can't say Wally Post. I just said that.
Say watermelon.
That pumpkin spice one. Even though I couldn't,
Okay.
I didn't get pumpkin from that at all. At all.
Back
But
to the
it was a good
gripping.
beer. It was a good beer.
So, before I get my score, I'm going to remind everybody, we only had one beer under a 3 today.
Today was a good day. I didn't have to
Juice
get my
Bigelow
8K.
was a 2.75. Everything else was a 3.25 or higher. We didn't even have a 3.
Good night.
Everything else was 3.25. Now, we didn't have a
Not a
top score
fantastic
night.
night.
We didn't have a top score night,
But we had a solidly average.
we had 3
above average
beers.
night.
We had
Above
3 beers
average.
get a 4 average. I'm going to say my beer of the night is going to be the Colada Mango as well. It's not my highest scored. My highest was 3 by Citra. But the Colada Mango was such a unique, different thing
It was that.
and it tasted fantastic as well.
It was
that
experience.
It turned into my beer of the night, so I'll give it that. And we gave it a 4. So if you ever have a chance to do any of the Smoogie series by Imprint Brewing, I absolutely suggest it just because it will be an experience.
If you're not looking to drink beer.
What was the beer of the night for the show scores? Do we have that?
Score-wise, we had 3 tied at 4.
Okay.
3 by Citra, Colada Mango, and Brewdog's Jet Black.
The Jet Black was really good. I would have picked that had not that last minute's a surprise for me. It was just that pleasant, like, oh.
So it was a good night.
Good night.
I can't complain too damn much. Other than that, make sure you follow us on everything. Check out our newest sponsor, Indie Craft Brew.
Craft Brew.
Check him out.
Go follow Instagram right now.
Yeah. He also has a Facebook page. Yeah, Indie Craft Brew. He's like us. He tries to keep it simple. Make sure you follow all that
Does
kind
he
of
have
stuff.
a grinder?
Taver, if you guys, a lot of our beers come from Taver. Make sure if you've never used it or but are interested, use
There's
the
a code.
Use the code
You
that's
just
on
put
the
your code
screen.
on there, Matt.
I have a code. Oh, the code!
Yeah. Wow.
What if I start getting like all the like the code? Like
I'm cool with
hits?
that.
That's fine.
Use the code that's on the screen. Next week we'll make sure and put Matt's up. But use the code on the screen because it'll give you $10 off plus, throw us $10. So,
I need that because I already got 6 beers and I'm only
That's free
2
beer.
days in.
$10 is free.
We had a Drecker beer. We
That
had
does-
some McKellar.
yeah, that's fair.
We had one that was named after Pulp Fiction.
That's fair. So make sure you do all that. Follow us, yada, yada,
It's
yada,
a
yada,
rough 2
yada.
days.
And
John?
Matt, goddamn it, make sure you link Discord. I'm fucking lonely, dude. Come on.
Oh, yeah, we have a Discord.
Listen, if you guys have watched tonight and you've enjoyed Bob on the show,
Get a
you can
Discord.
talk to him on Discord.
As nobody
And
ever
Any
does.
time.
I'll tell you how
it's
fucked
open
up you
all the
are.
time.
So,
So I don't know. I really don't know how Discord works.
I was going to say final thoughts.
Like, I don't know
Is
if
this
I
your
need
final
to-
thoughts, John?
I don't know if I need to invite you or not.
I don't know. Bob
But
gave
it
a
is-
score somewhere from 1 to Z. So, you know, it'd be an interesting
Tell
score
us-
night.
I
You
hit,
guys tell us, how is Bob tonight? You rate him.
I hit the highest score Bob gave was a 15 today.
I think so.
Which means we only have room to
Did I-
go up.
I thought I went 20, but
He might have hit 20.
And it's still pretty low on the Bob score.
On the 1 to 5 or the 0 to 5 scale, we got a 20.
I think 2
and the funny thing is, I don't even remember what beer that was. But it was good. It was
Matt,
good.
Matt, final thoughts.
Drink beer, have fun, be merry.
My final thoughts are going to be real simple. Follow us on TBG_drunken movie reviews and look for ours on Spotify, etc., etc., anywhere podcasts can be found for the Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. Tonight, I will tell you, if you're still listening, if you've stuck this long, we have a double feature. It will be Halloween and... Go ahead.
Scream!
Make sure you listen. We love you guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
My dog being Q.
With us today,
Me.
Rob. And behind the camera...
That was Bob.
Bob, I said Rob. Bob,
Bitch.
hey, if you're not going to say your name, I'm not going to say it right.
Off-screen Rob.
Off-screen Matt's behind the camera. We love you guys. See ya.